Hello and welcome to Down by the Gram on Cam with me, the Grandmaster Kush, talking all things Amsterdam, coffee shops and everything for the cannabis community. Joining me as always, I have my co-host, the Fada Fairy.
You
ready for this?
Yes.
Another scorcher of a day.
Yeah, beautiful.
It's going to be a sweaty one in the studio.
Indeed.
So in studio today we have Budtenderontour and Saucywhiffs. What's happening, guys?
What's up?
Thank you so much.
Thank you for floating through.
So before we get started, we've got a word from our sponsor, 21 by 20, life summed up. So you can pick, well, Perry, you've already got a snapback, so you'll get a beanie.
Thank you very much, my
And you
friend.
can pick between a snapback or a beanie.
Snapback.
Snapback, no worries.
Summertime.
There you go.
Thank you.
So 21 by 20, life summed up. They're not on general sale, they're just for the smoking elite of high society. But if you want your chance to win one, you can like and share this episode to your Facebook, Instagram, whatever, and then comment underneath what 21 multiplied by 20 equals, and we'll pick out a winner. Right, so before we get started, we're going to ask you 4 questions in 20 seconds. You go first and then you go second, so we're not going over. Weed or hash?
Weed.
Sativa or indica?
Indica.
Rolled or in bowls?
Rolled.
And what was the first coffee shop you ever smoked in?
Jolly Joker.
Oh, was it, yeah?
Was it?
Yeah.
When?
2017.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Just before I started working there.
No way.
Yeah,
Oh.
2018 I started. Donkey was working there at the time.
I think Donkey was the one that gave me.
No
the
way,
pre-roll,
that's
big
mental.
pot of cheese.
Pull the mic a
Yeah.
little closer.
Sorry. Yeah. Big
that-
pot of cheese.
That's
So,
mental. That's crazy. And where was yours? Somewhere in Eindhoven, I'm guessing. Or
Well, I was about to ask, first coffee shop ever or first
first
coffee
ever
shop in
first,
Amsterdam?
and then we'll do Amsterdam after.
First one in Eindhoven was at that time Indian Dylan.
Indian
Doesn't
Dylan.
exist
Okay, I
anymore.
was gonna say, is it still
unfortunately.
there?
Rest in peace. And in Amsterdam was the greenhouse.
The actual beside the
I'm not sure where anymore because it's 18 years ago now.
Okay, it might be the one in Waterloo then. If it's not the one.
It was a small one. It's
Yeah.
a few steps up. Then you had the counter immediately to your right side, and a small chilling area in the back.
I think that's the one in Waterloo, Joe, the one that got renovated not so long ago. It might be that one.
Yeah. Nice.
I don't think I've ever been there, but it's the only other.
I
greenhouse
even remember
know.
what I bought there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, King Hassan Pollen.
No way.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
On Queen's Day.
Back when it was King's Day or Queen's Day before it was King's Day.
Yeah.
So when it's the birthday, isn't it? That's what the King's Day
Yeah.
is. So when they had a queen instead of a king, it was Queen's Day, and then the queen died, so it was King's Day now. You know what I mean? Like in
King's
England. So,
Yeah.
yeah, for years, like people come here, they only
So
know.
it's a different date.
Was it? I don't know if it's a different day.
Yeah, it was even
Oh,
a different date.
There you
Yeah.
go.
They prolonged it for a few years after the Queen
Tried to keep it
stepped
on
to
the
a
same
side.
day. Yeah. Oh, she didn't die,
and
she
then
just-
and then they moved it, I believe, to the same date as her mother's birthday, but I'm not sure.
Okay, so the king didn't even get a choice.
No, I don't think so.
It's my day. We don't give a shit. You know what I mean?
It's a
Exactly.
way of life, really.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
But I'm not sure. So.
So the two guys have brought in some. Hey, don't you start. Sorry about that. So yeah, basically, Saucywhiffs has brought some medical strains from England,
Yes.
and you brought some of the legal Dutch
Legal
grows.
Dutch
So we're
grows.
gonna go through. We have a lot to go through, so we're gonna go through
Yeah.
them all. And
Where do you want to begin?
yeah, I don't even know
Yeah.
where to start.
I've got that French cookies.
Yeah,
that we
actually,
haven't-
we'll try with that because that hasn't been opened
That
yet,
hasn't
hasn't
even
it?
been
Right,
opened
give us
yet,
that one
so,
over.
This all is not be opened yet, so everybody can open something.
And who did you say this one was from? You got most of these ones from.
At the moment, there is 3 growers that are ready. They're called Vita. They're from Waalwijk. Then we have Kanadelaar, and there is Aardachtig. Unfortunately, there is not any Aardachtig at the moment available.
Is that the outdoor one?
No, that's the indoor one. The outdoor one is
Oh, the
what
orange
we have
ones?
here. Is the
Okay.
orange ones. It's the Kanadelaar.
Yeah,
So we have 4 different varieties: 3 wheat, 1 hash.
there you go.
Outdoor grown hash.
Made from
Outdoor flower.
it's not
Sorry,
even
that didn't make
outdoor.
sense, but
It's made from, it's all greenhouse grown, so it's
Yeah.
not really outdoor
Okay.
grown.
Okay.
But it's not
Um,
hydroponic.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It's not fully like.
But it's hash made from that plant, yes.
Nice.
Cool. Oh, that's interesting.
So this one he hasn't opened yet. He saved it for me to open on the podcast. So what's French cookies?
So yeah, it's French cookies. That's so £6.50 a gram. So
£6.50.
that's $7.50 a gram.
Sorry, I didn't wait for you
No,
to.
you're right.
I
Yeah,
had
so
to smell it.
grown in North Macedonia.
Okay, so this is
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, a lot of it's grown
So
outside of England.
Because
basically everything from the UK
Yeah.
medical isn't grown in the UK. The majority of it is basically North Macedonia, Denmark, Canada. Yeah.
Is Denmark and North Macedonia legal or on medicinal?
I'm not too sure.
To grow.
This we
But I'm
need to
guessing-
look
I'm
I'm not
into.
guessing
Yeah.
they can
overly
grow.
sold on that one, which is disappointing since you waited so long. It's a bit
Yeah.
old school, earthy kind of.
Well, so this is like the non-irradiated stuff.
Okay.
So this is the stuff that's not been like, it's just basically outdoor grown, a bit like your
Well,
legal grows over here.
Well, to be honest, it looks beautiful.
Yeah, it does look nice, but I don't know if it's just not my kind of flavour. There is smell there, but it's just not the smell I kind of like.
Yeah, see, I'm very disappointed considering I waited so long to have
Yeah,
it.
I believe.
Yeah, I think what we'll do then, we'll smell everything and then
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
try what we think. So let us go. We'll go to the English one first, and then
Yeah,
we'll
sweet. Yeah,
let's look at the
there's
other few.
definitely a lot more.
What's your favourite so far?
Mine so far is the pink Kush.
Okay,
So that's that one there.
yeah.
Let's just open them up. Yeah, you now understand the drums, don't you?
Okay, that smells much better. That's more like
Yeah.
the way that kind
To
of
be
want
honest,
smoke.
the cookie one has this a bit CBD kind of flowerish smell to it.
Definitely, I
A
get
very
Yeah,
skunky.
Even the texture of it.
Yeah,
But you
That
said
smells-
this hadn't been.
yeah.
radiated.
I smelled this already,
Yeah.
and I really like it. To
Which
be
one's that
honest,
again?
That's the pink Kush.
Pink Kush.
Yeah, that's so far that's been my favourite.
And this is gelato.
That's the one that's controversial with the 18%. But
Oh,
it's
yeah.
25% everywhere.
It
on
says
the-
25% in their website, and then it comes out and says 18 on the thing.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a jump.
That one's
Yeah,
again a little
but-
bit.
So yeah, just
That's not bad. The Chimango Kush.
and where is this grown? The gelato.
So the gelato again I believe is North Macedonia. The thing is, all
Yeah,
this-
so I can see it here on the pot as well.
Yeah,
It says it
yeah,
here
yeah.
as well.
But
The
that's
Republic of
only-
North Macedonia. Yes.
gelato's only £5 a gram.
Well,
Okay.
The
So-
thing is, as well, I'm not 100% sure, but I would not be amazed if this is also greenhouse grown.
Oh yeah.
According to the climate,
Yeah.
North Macedonia.
I think I'd rank them is the Pink Kush,
Yep,
the Chimango Kush,
yep.
probably the Electric Honeydew next.
I love the electric honeydew.
So here's
I
the-
really like this one. I
That's
smelled
the pink
this
Kush,
already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the pink Kush.
and
Oh yeah.
Has you
that's a
smelled that
nice
one?
bit of-
Yeah, that was the gelato.
the gelato wasn't saying much, and the one you saved me wasn't
This
saying
is
much either.
But
That's the gelato, yeah.
Right, I'm gonna start going through these.
but I have to say they all look really beautiful.
Oh, we have to rip all these to smell them, don't we?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
And
Yeah,
who-
the Kush
who
is
did you say,
definitely standing out more.
The
The pink-
redbacks are produced by Vita. It's grown indoor. And the orange bags are
I can
grown
see
by
why this is called
Canada.
Capri Sun.
the pink Kush is for me the
you
pink
smelled
Kush.
this
Like
one?
you ever,
You
I-
smelled everything?
You just totally
For
got
me, the only
like
thing I
this.
did not smoke myself from this, I think,
For
is
me,
the headband
like,
Crescendo.
You would though, especially if it's as a medicinal level. You want that.
What was it?
He's saying that for the pink Kush, it's a nice, like it's a heavy stone.
It's a heavy stone. Like
Which
I
is
have
what you want.
And that's it. It would literally knock me out. If you sit there after you relax, have it,
Yeah.
and that's it. You're gone. Like
Nice.
you are asleep.
Yeah, oh yeah. We'll
Okay.
smoke that first, though.
I'm a
But you
berry.
can
Yeah.
ask the Capri Sun.
This
Yeah.
is the
You
Capri
can, you can
Sun.
see why it's called Capri Sun. It has that kind of orangey.
Yeah,
That's
the old Capri Sun.
this in French cookies.
The RS11 isn't bad either.
The RS11, I love
I
this.
wanted to see
This
your,
I
your
love.
RS11 compared to that RS11.
I have RS11 here.
That's what I mean. Like,
Use-
that's this is the legal.
Oh,
so
you
the-
have.
I have from
normal.
Solo.
Okay.
So there's the
interesting.
Solo RS11.
Yeah, but this is Canadian probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they do a lot of Cali weed there as well.
This is Canadian.
Yeah.
I can see it on the color.
They're queuing up for you.
At least I was not there when they grew it. I was not
Yeah.
there when they imported it, but it looks like Canadian.
Yeah. No, I don't have that kind of eye or nose to tell.
Jemima.
This is Headband Crusader. This one you haven't
This
tried?
one is the one I did not try from
Okay,
Vita.
nice.
The
Oh,
other
okay.
the other four I tried.
Kinda like that bit.
This smells. It smells. It kind of has that like musty kind of smells like a granny house. But
This this was recommended by the guys that sponsored the red bags, by the way.
Yeah.
Coffee shop The Cat in Breda.
Shout out to the
for
cat.
all the Dutch viewers.
So all
Go
the
there.
red bags are from the cat.
Yeah.
Nice. Thanks to the cat for
Yeah.
sending them along.
More just because it's not so big up in Amsterdam yet. Like it hasn't even hit the
Ooh,
dam.
the ice
No,
cream cake smells nice.
The funny thing is, it will not hit Amsterdam.
No, I don't think it
It
can.
doesn't have enough.
They stepped
I
down. They applied as 11th municipality
Yes,
Yeah.
to
For the
join,
east.
The
and
headband
now
If it has that kind of.
the local government made them step
haze.
down.
And can I ask you why? Why is it?
Politician bullshit.
So just as in
It's
they
about they want to. They said, I believe,
That smells alright to say.
they don't want to have people experimenting with their children, while having weed in coffee shops as we have right now
yeah.
is experimenting
yeah,
with your
so
children.
they don't want to experiment.
because you
so
don't
they just
know
want
where
the
it
legal
comes
stuff.
from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That doesn't make sense.
Oh, they don't want to be liable for anything.
Yeah.
But it's fucking cannabis.
But it's there anyway. You know what I mean? It's better to have it legal and
Yeah.
safer for your children than anything else.
That
So
you-
these are the. Oh, there's your hash. I'll let you spark that one, Fairy.
That's the Zaza. No, I
This
call
I
it.
like very much. as
Yeah,
well.
that.
The burn can be cleaner on it, but yeah, hey man, it's
Not
a start for the Dutch market.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
not a fan of the bags because I feel like I've just got a
Nah,
paper
yeah.
yeah.
The,
Got a paper cut.
the thing is as well, I would love him as well to pack it in 3.5
Yeah,
with
yeah,
a window inside that I can look through to see what the butt looks. But it's government rules that it cannot be too attractive to children. So we will never have this Kelly branded packs.
Yeah,
you know.
I'm happy
Yeah,
with
yeah,
that.
no,
I'll
I
take that.
understand
Well, and keep in mind, guys, this orange bags, it's greenhouse grown.
That's what I was just about to
So
say.
it
this
has
is-
a bit lesser terp to it.
that's-
But
that
the,
wedding cake-
the effect is still there, I can
Okay.
promise that.
You see,
that wedding cake smelled alright for outdoor.
this looks a lot like not so much that medical, but the bang average cost
Yeah.
medical in the UK. That's what this stuff. So you say this is greenhouse.
Skywalker.
This is greenhouse grown, yes.
What's the crack with the Capri Sun?
It smells like Capri Sun.
But that looks like 3 different strains.
See, I thought that, but it looks like Capri Sun.
It smells like
No,
it.
but that looks like different flower. Like that bit there is totally different. So look at the colour of it, everything. That's a different flower.
The train wreck smells like haze.
And even these are different.
Trainwreck is a sativa hybrid,
Yeah,
I
okay.
believe.
They do look
Yeah, saucy.
That
Oh,
was.
sorry.
Did you?
No,
'Cause
Everything
I've
was
heard-
sealed.
everything is sealed. Everything is open just
I don't know
now.
if you guys can see it, but what that is to that is a complete.
Yeah, I can even see on the camera here. It looks different colours.
I can see it from here.
Complete different.
And what strain is that?
This is the Capri Sun. As soon as I looked
But-
in the back, that's a complete different plant.
Yeah, I
But
didn't even look at it. Smelled it.
Keep in mind, it's all batches. Probably they harvest like one batch.
That
With
looks
this-
like a tomato.
Yeah,
with
it's
pepper.
complete. Yeah, it's completely
looks
different.
like-
Yeah, I can see it.
That
Yeah.
train looks
Hazy light green.
No,
and
that
then
seems
It's a
sweet
bit
for me.
sativa-ish.
Yeah, but
I don't like that kind of
Did you see the hash here?
Like, how would you, if you went in to get a load of Kush, the next thing there's a little half a gram of haze
Yeah,
in
no,
there?
fuck
You'd be
that
like,
shit.
Also
What's
the
going on here?
also if you check the THC values that are on the back, for example, Drew is sharing, our friend from England, went to a coffee shop in Tilburg where I work, not
Yeah.
the coffee shop where I work, but he grabbed it from another shop. He tested it, and the test result was 10% higher as stated on the bag.
10% higher.
10%.
is there a
Wow.
legal limit on what percentage of
I think that's
THC?
10%.
But as in, like...
No,
the-
is
Oh
there a
no,
maximum?
no.
Yeah,
I
like
think
a
I
max
think
or
there is a
like-
maximum of 10% like differentiation,
Ah,
but
okay.
no, there is no maximum THC
On how
amount.
much they can
You can
produce.
produce.
Okay.
No, there is no cap. That's also a thing. A lot of people think that it's government grown, but it's not government grown.
No.
The thing with it is the government gave out
Government
permits.
sanctioned.
Yeah, exactly. It's I always say to customers at my bar. They say, you have this
Legal weed,
this
government
legal
weed."
government grown weed. I say it's not government grown makes Heineken government beer because
Yeah,
they got a
gave
permit
it.
of the
Yeah.
government? No way, man.
Yeah, that means everything that the
f-
government
the,
says.
the funny thing is even that you see there is 10 companies that got a permit, and there is even a lot of legacy growers involved in a lot of companies.
Mm.
So
Yeah, that's what Captain Hoover was saying. A few of the growers he knows are some top growers, so like we're in safe hands.
exactly.
And how much price range is all these?
Well, it differences per coffee shop.
yeah, of course.
The funny thing is that the coffee shop just buys it for a certain price, and then,
They choose.
well, there is companies that say you have to sell it for at least this amount,
Yeah.
but not all companies do. So the orange bags, I can tell you that I paid €6 for it a gram,
Okay.
and the red bags, they, as I stated, they were sponsored, but they would cost you around 11-12 euros a gram.
It's like some of them are good quality for 11, 12. You know what I mean? Like
And the hash as well, it's still there, not open,
Yeah.
but
this one here. I'm
that
gonna let you
costs,
open that one.
that costs
Yeah.
you €7 a gram.
7 a
70.
gram.
That's not
And
too bad.
traditional but can't say traditional hash.
No.
You can say Moroccan style
Yeah.
hash. You can say traditional hash.
But like it could
Well-
be made to say like from a percolator or a bubbleator or something. You know what I mean? Like something that means.
Well, they can do the same thing. I don't know if you know this thing. It's called the. It's a drum. Basically, it's a drum.
Yeah, meat is the.
And that's the way the Moroccan people used to do it. So if they do it on the same way, then why not call it traditional?
No.
But the funny thing is that I think, personally, it's not my favorite hash.
Yeah.
But it's a
For their
very,
first attempt?
it's exactly. It's a
Yeah,
very, very
genuine.
good first attempt.
Yeah.
And you will see it as well.
I like traditional hash. Like I love traditional Moroccan hash, and which is hard to come by, but it's. I think I'd prefer it from Morocco.
Yeah, of course.
I want to taste them pine trees. You ain't gonna get them pine trees in
Yeah,
a
that's
lab.
that's a problem. That's a problem. That will be a problem.
Like when you smoke a proper tagine, you literally like you taste pine.
Yeah.
I know.
No, you taste the nature it came from.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why most of this new stuff it tastes fake. You know what I mean? A lot of these new strains and stuff. It's just I don't know what they're using. They're obviously just they're missing out on some of the chemical fucking equation when they're trying to get it so
Yeah,
strong.
definitely.
You know what I mean? They're getting more THC but losing CB something. You know what I mean? Or TH something.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Some of these new strains are just they taste more fake or more chemically or more fucking something.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna roll up this which one?
The pink
The
Kush.
pink Kush. That
Yeah,
smells
yeah.
nice. And how much is this a gram?
So the pink Kush. Oh,
Get your
bear-
stats
bear
out there.
with me, skip got this.
Yeah,
Put
but
this
I
together.
like that you can get that much information
Oh,
on
there's
it.
so-
or-
the
Yeah.
websites are stacked.
The website is
Just even
amazing.
where it's like coming from.
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is, it's not necessary with the bags because we know where it comes from because
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
per
Yeah.
company.
You don't need to say what country.
It's not imported and
Yeah.
then processed here with a lot of cannabis
Yeah.
in UK.
Yeah, it'd be
It
a waste
is.
of time putting half that details on every bag. Like,
Yeah.
But there is QR codes on it, and you can scan it.
That
It will
menu.
it will go you, if it will
you
guide
can scan it through the screen now.
Yeah.
to the test results normally,
Oh, nice.
and it will tell
Oh,
you.
it'll be per batch probably as
Yeah.
well then. Nice.
So the pink Kush
Yeah.
is beta rated. So
Beta. So talk us through that again.
So again, I don't know too much information. Don't quote me. I'm not a scientist.
Yeah.
I ain't got a doctorate in anything.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
it's so I believe it's radiation. So non-irradiated and radiated. So if you irradiate something, it's killing basically all your parasites, any
Yeah.
mold, anything that's on that
Okay.
bud.
That's why they
So
do
it
as
sounds
well.
like it's got to be better.
So it's
but-
going to be better. But then you also lose the fact that people care less about the grow of the bud.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
So they
because
think
they
you
know
fix it at
that
the
at
end.
the end of
Because
that
they know at the end of it, I can
whack
just
it
I
through.
can whack it through a
Okay.
microwave.
So
and
even
it's
if I
gonna be
do a
sorted.
half-hour's job, I can still polish it at the end and sell it on.
Oh,
Okay.
so,
so-
they're not like.
So that's why you find in some of the stuff like the French cookies, you might have gone, oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think that's non-irradiated, so I think that's more greenhouse growed. So that's the difference with where the non-irradiated stuff is just it comes as it comes, a bit like your red bags
Yeah. Yeah.
in that sense. But so the pink Kush is beta irradiated. It's Dutch bred, so it's from here.
A Dutch strain, like.
Yeah.
Mad.
Yeah, it's come
So-
back. It's come home.
So we have medicinal facilities here.
No, I think they just used
No,
a strain,
so they've
an old
used-
school strain
they've
that
used a strain
and
from
grew
here.
that. You can turn any strain into a medicinal.
I believe-
if you grow it right.
But
No, but he's saying that it's come from
So yeah, it's Dutch bred with American genetics. So
grown. Does it tell you where it's grown?
so yeah, it's grown and well cultivated and packaged in Canada.
Ah, okay.
So
I thought you meant here.
this one's grown in Canada.
so it's grown and packaged
Yeah.
in Canada. So
Okay.
yeah, it says it's a 90-10.
Like
so
some of them you'll see grown in North Macedonia, packaged in Germany, sold in, like it goes all over the world. Like
and we're not allowed milk.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Netherlands are sending
That's
it
what I mean.
everywhere.
Netherlands are allowed 5 grams.
Put a nice QR
Yeah,
But that's
code
that's
on
the
it.
same as the UK. You're not allowed like cannabis
Yeah.
unless you're medically.
So do a quick rundown on how people can get the medical, what the story is with the English medical.
Oh, so basically, it's, you literally just start with a Google search.
Yeah.
Go on Google, just type in UK medical cannabis and follow the process. I'm with Cantourage Clinic.
Yeah, there's a few different ones.
There's about 41 across the country.
hell.
They're
41 across the UK.
about
And they're
about
just
50
pharmacies nearly, you know what I mean? So they have loads
Wow.
within
So
them.
they're,
Yeah.
they're, they're the
Solid.
ones with the doctors, and then from them you have also the dispensaries from them. So you might have about 120 dispensaries. I might even got that the wrong way round. Does that make
Nice.
sense?
Like that's
But
coming up close to how many coffee
Yeah,
shops we have here.
in Amsterdam, yeah.
that's what I mean. But the difference is you can't just walk up there and say, "Oh, can I have a look at
Yeah.
this bud? This is fine. I'll take 10 grams."
But
of
you
that or
can't.
whatever."
You were saying that, like, let's say you're with which one are you with?
I'm with Cantourage.
But if you see weed
Yeah.
on another place,
So if I use this website, which is MedBud, it's a great website, and I see it at a different dispensary that to Cantourage's
Yeah.
dispensary. I just
Get your prescription
can
moved
I,
over.
Can I get my prescription sent to IPS
Yeah.
dispensary this week? And then there's no dramas. They literally just it's your right to move over your.
and then you can order from their
Nice.
and
menu.
then you can order from their menu instead.
Nice.
that's
Um,
nice.
That's even just
Yeah.
that, the comfortability.
So you have got that sort of flexibility with it all.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the medical, you just literally go on to Cantourage's website and then follow the process. They'll ask you for a summary of care.
Yeah.
If you suffer with like depression, anxiety, pain, if you're the
Yeah,
things
just
that you medical that
your
you-
medical history.
because
medical
I think
history.
that should be something that should be said. A lot of people think that, or are like fearful that you need some big
Major
thing.
problem.
No, if you
just
period pains, if you back
anything.
pains,
Just
if
trouble
you fucking
sleeping.
headaches
Yeah,
regularly,
insomnia, anything.
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 If that's your thing,
or
don't be
muscle
afraid
pain,
to.
literally
Yeah.
the smallest ailment, this will
Get
still
at
help
it,
you.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
all you literally need to do is just get.
So what's the consultation?
So the consultation with my one is 150
Yeah.
or 149.
And it's online or
Yeah, online, phone call, video call. They literally just book in a date, but you go through. So you send your summary of care,
yeah.
and then they have a team that will go through your summary of care to make sure you're eligible. If you're it doesn't even cost you to find out whether you're eligible or not.
Okay.
You don't have to pay a
So-
penny.
oh, nice.
You literally just
Nice.
send your information in, and they will. If they contact you,
You're eligible.
You are eligible.
Yeah, you're
Nice.
eligible.
And then you just go, okay, they book you in for an appointment. You'll speak to a specialist, GP specialist, about what medication you've tried, what medication you're on, why were you interested in trying cannabis,
Yeah.
and then it will write you a prescription, send that to the dispensary. Dispensary will send you a payment link, you pay them, and then Peter Post brings it to you next day.
Peter Post.
Beautiful.
So and that's it. It's
Yeah.
it's
And
literally that
next day
simple.
delivery?
Next day delivery once you got the
Nice.
payment.
Yeah,
link.
I have heard of that.
They
That's
do.
amazing.
They do say up to 5 days, but that's
Yeah.
Yeah, just
there's
give
an-
and take,
If there's
yeah.
an issue, does that make sense?
Fucking-
But that's amazing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Next day delivery.
I've had street like dealers back home. You're waiting 3 or 4 days to
Yeah.
come down.
Which one
Yeah.
shall I roll up?
Yeah, do.
Whatever-
Sorry, I was
whatever one-
Which
taking
one?
snaps.
Yeah. Have you smoked them all?
I
You can have-
smoked
you-
almost
do you-
all of
Do you
them.
want to try
Yeah,
some?
sorry.
Do you wanna
Yeah,
try
you
some
might as well
English
go for
stuff?
the English one then.
What
Do
English?
you want to try the pink one?
Or you got the
That's my favourite so
you
far.
got the mango. Yeah, just-
No, I'm gonna go
Yeah,
for this
so-
electric one.
So you literally is
It
that
appeals me
that
the most.
simple, and then you have quarterly appointments. So I think they're about £79,
Uh,
and with the
So wait, quarterly appointment, so every
so every-
quarter you have to
so
pay another £79
you pay
to
£79
renew your prescription?
Well,
To stay- keep it
renew your
active.
to renew your prescription. Well, you renew your prescription every month as such. You don't necessarily need to renew your prescription once you've got a prescription.
Right.
It's more the safe like to safeguard themselves that they're giving you the right amount. They
Yeah.
don't want to be giving someone, say, 120 grams a month, and that person's only using 30 grams a month.
Okay. How many grams can you get a month?
I'm prescribed 120 grams a month,
120 a month.
so that's what I'm.
Like, we're allowed to take
Allowed.
5 grams from a shop, supposedly.
Yeah.
That's nearly more. He can nearly get more a month than we could if we went in and got 5 grams every day.
Oh
Right?
no, because
and the
we're
funny
at
thing is-
35 grams a
and the
week.
funny
He's at
thing is-
25.
You cannot.
No,
Oh
you
no,
get more.
you're at 35.
No, 120
I
for
get
a
more.
month.
4.
Yes, 120 grams.
Oh,
month.
it's 30 grams. So we can get 5 grams extra.
Oh yeah, we can do some. Yeah, so
It's just so I
but
get.
still,
roughly
did we have that delivered to your
Yeah,
door?
to your
Yeah.
gaff, not even have to
But
move.
then
especially on a medicinal level.
Yeah,
And don't forget, we can buy 5 grams a day.
yeah.
But officially, you cannot travel with it. The moment you step out of the door of the coffee shop, policemen can.
But you're allowed to have 5 grams on you, aren't
no,
you?
no.
Is that not the whole
You cannot travel with it.
in
In the Dutch law,
Like actual
it
written
states,
law.
it states you cannot travel with cannabis.
Okay.
So the moment you step outside of a coffee shop and a cop
Sit on the ground.
stops you,
Yeah.
I'm not traveling.
they are allowed to take it away from you.
Okay.
It
but
will
just-
not happen
never
to you.
happens,
It will
but-
not happen to you in Amsterdam
Yeah.
because there is so much
Yeah, to be
tourism
doing it
around
constantly.
weed
Yeah.
that they will not do it. Like the same thing with the new rules here.
Yeah,
You cannot
smoking in
smoke on the
public.
street. They will not fine you. They will maybe warn you like, hey, don't smoke here.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
200 meters
They're
that way.
pretty reasonable
you know,
sound. Yeah.
That's
Um,
it, they just put these into writing so when they need it, they
but
can
don't
use
forget,
it, you know what I mean?
but don't forget, I come from Eindhoven and it's south. It's the same rules as in Amsterdam, and I got my weed taken away a
No
lot of
way.
times.
So
So it's
you
just-
just
For
it's
just
like
rolling
Barcelona.
for just
Yeah.
rolling outside on the street and coppers
It
come.
sounds
and
like the
they-
police back home taking their cans off you for drinking, like, you know what I mean? Just
Yeah, see,
you're out having a few cans,
well,
like, give me them.
with me,
I have,
I'm,
I have a lovely anecdote about that. as well.
I'm covered.
You're
So
covered
I'm
with
covered.
Exactly, that's the
prescription.
thing.
because so
Yeah.
like
That's
why he got
that's
them
why I
and he
said
so to,
maybe
so to come here, I literally sent an email just saying I'm traveling to the Netherlands. I'm in Paris next week. I'm traveling to Paris. This is my medicine I'm taking with me. Listed them all off, and then they just sent me. A
But you've
travel
never
route.
been stopped, like, you came through with
No,
5
so yeah,
tubs.
I've come through with 5 tubs in my hand luggage,
and
literally
nobody said
no,
nothing.
no one
Didn't
said
even
nothing.
ask to see
No,
anything.
literally just picked the bag up and walked out the other side of the machine.
Crazy, isn't it?
Mate.
And
So-
like, we'd be nervous going home with a grammar too, and this cunt's got fucking
Yeah.
I even
tubs
I
with writing on it, weed.
well,
But
the
I
thing is,
think
I forgot.
That's the comfort.
Yeah,
We're deemed so much like
Exactly.
criminals, whereas we're not.
that's
We-
it.
we can use
Half
it
the
on-
reason he
That's-
got it was not for the medical weed, was
Yeah.
the license to smoke. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's
Was
that
the
peace
So
of
I'm
mind.
gonna dob my wife in it a little bit here.
Yeah.
But like she was on at me because I was moaning about people moaning about me smoking weed.
Yeah.
So she was going, I can't defend you because it's illegal.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, okay, well, I'll find a legal way to smoke it.
Yeah.
And my legal way to smoke it was I actually had a legal. It was helping me
A legal
medically.
document.
And
yeah.
and the doctor went, yeah, do you know what? It is helping you when you smoke it.
Yeah.
A bit like on your previous podcast when one of them said he went to a counsellor
yeah,
and they said, you know, don't ever not come to me smoking weed again.
yeah.
Because
Who was that? They told him
Was it
Is it Uncle
Quayside or-
Is it Uncle Stoner?
Yeah,
It was
Uncle
Uncle
Stoner.
Stoner. Yeah, he said he
Yeah.
went every time not smoking. That time he
Exactly.
did smoke, and they're like, "You're much better today."
Yeah.
It's like smoke every
What's
time.
what's
Yeah.
different to you?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. So I was generally using it for a medication.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I've now got the bit of paper that goes, you can use this as a medication.
Exactly,
yeah.
And it's the stress. And now my wife goes, she backs me, like she goes, no, it's medical. He's allowed that. Why
Yeah.
you got a problem?
Yeah.
It's his
Nice.
medicine.
Yeah.
So she's gone full 180 on
she's
it.
gone- and also I'm now getting her on the medical because she's been taking painkillers for over 10 years.
And this is
and I'm
lovely.
saying just
Yeah.
get onto cannabis.
So
Yeah.
she's never
Exactly.
smoked before.
She's anti.
She used to smoke years ago when
Yeah.
but then she smoked a bit of sativa, a strong
yeah,
sativa.
haze and
And
two
it
are
can-
crazy.
Gave her that mad
Yeah.
trip, and she's never
Exactly.
gone back to it ever since.
That it does. If you have a mad, if your brain's anyway floaty
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you smoke some mad
But
haze
the-
and you're not in good company,
The
your
thing that
brain
annoys
will
me the
go.
most is
Yeah.
people have one bad experience on weed and never do it again.
That's
Yeah.
the thing.
People go every weekend on drink,
get
nearly
sick,
ruin their
forget
life,
themselves,
and
lose their
then be
purse,
dying
yeah.
for 2 days, and then do it all again. They'll never learn.
The-
But yet, one bad experience on weed will put people off for
But
life.
this
It's
is
crazy.
nice
thing-
though with the option of the medicinal
Yeah,
for people that are new to it, and especially as
I'm
you're saying
nervous about it.
your wife's been on painkillers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I remember I was the same, and your stomach, your head, everything is. The pain might be gone, but the rest of your body's whacked.
Yeah.
If she could then switch to something like this, even go for a more CBD
Yeah.
strength
Yeah,
or
yeah,
anything
yeah.
of that makes it.
But you
a
said you're going to
beautiful new
document
option.
her.
So yeah, I'm hoping because she's
Yeah.
a bit anti-cannabis.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to document her process through the whole medical thing of this. She doesn't like cannabis, and
Yeah.
then eventually at the end, I benefit better with cannabis.
Yeah.
100%.
Does that make sense? Just to put that out there,
Absolutely,
just so
yeah.
so people understand that we need to start driving a message that it's not a drug.
No,
Yeah.
it's not a harmful thing.
It's a plant.
It helps
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
It helps people.
100%.
It helps me concentrate. It helps me focus. It helps a lot of people
Yeah.
in their everyday life.
Yeah.
So
So many little things. Not even
Yeah.
a bit. You don't need to have like a dying ailment. You don't have to have cancer or
No.
AIDS.
No.
You just
It's
might have a
just
pain
day-to-day
or something.
stress.
Yeah, just
So-
to
so-
take
so-
that away
so-
Even
from.
anxiety,
So that's
anything.
what mine is
I'm
for.
the same. Yeah.
Mine is for anxiety and a bit of depression and a bit of ADHD.
Yeah.
So I use it to focus. So I get to take sativa in the
Nice.
morning and like nice Della Haze or something,
Yeah.
and I smoke that, and I'm focused on my daily jobs, my
Nice.
daily routine,
And
and everything,
uplifted,
and
given that
and I get
buzz.
happy,
Yeah.
and I can socialize, I can talk to people,
Beautiful.
an indica,
Yeah.
and then at the end of the day, nice indica just to put me
Bring
to
you
sleep.
back
It's,
down,
it's,
yeah.
it's night time
End
now.
of
Do you know
day.
what I mean?
Which helps you, especially even with the ADHD. It helps you to
Yeah.
fall into that routine.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If you're
Stop everything being all over the place
Yeah.
and just put it in.
and just be
one.
like,
exactly.
right, this is what we're doing in the morning. We're getting up. You can kind of like let your mind and body flow with the strains.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You can't always control our brains. They're so fucking powerful.
Yeah.
So if you can have something that just gently helps
Just,
you,
yeah,
gives you
just
that boost in focus. Okay, now it's
Stops it
bedtime.
being so
here's a bit
shaky and
of
all over the
sleep.
place.
Yeah.
Just puts it into a steady.
But that's
fucking-
what I'm also finding with the medical. It's a consistency.
Mm.
So if I was going to say my mate on the street, you know, who do me a half ounce or something,
And you found something that works.
and I found something that works.
Yeah.
2 weeks later,
It doesn't.
he can't get hold of it
No,
anymore
Yeah.
exactly.
because his guy's been taken by the police or whatever. So then he's lost his contact. But
Mm.
with this, I know it's going to be constantly
Exactly what it
there,
is.
and it's
Yeah.
going to be the same.
It's like when you
grower.
buy a product, you know,
Nice.
I drink Coca-Cola, I
Yeah.
like Snickers, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? You know
Exactly,
it's
yeah.
the
You know
same
where-
thing
you know
every
where it is,
time.
and
Yeah.
you know how
My
much you
mate,
like it.
my mate calls this the bag of chips effect.
Yeah.
You know, when you buy a bag of natural chips here,
Mm.
it tastes the same as you buy it in America
Yeah,
or you
that's
buy it in
it.
England,
It's
or
just that.
it's just the same
Generic
flavor.
taste,
Yeah.
Definitely.
And that's it. And with the legal, they can, with the cloning and all this, they can get to that consistency
Exactly.
level, you know? Yes,
Sorry.
take
Oh,
another.
Cheers, mate. I'll just grab that.
And what do you think of that? What did you roll up?
The Shamango Kush.
Yeah, that was the second one I liked. That's what I'm going to roll next. Oh, no, I'm going to roll up one of yours next, actually. What do you say, Zay?
I think that one I kind of, my nose.
You checked the
liked.
hash already?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I haven't opened it yet.
The big reveal, let's do it.
Oh,
This could change your whole thinking of it.
No,
you know
it
what I mean?
can't.
What if that was
Because
nicer than that you've ever smoked?
it's
you
not.
can't be that stubborn.
No, because it's not, man. I've smoked probably more shite than most. I
No,
don't
no,
give a
of
fuck.
course.
My thing is morals.
Yeah.
But
I don't care how fancy anything is. I'd rather pay €2 for something than 200. My thing is morals. It's meant to be from Morocco, from the Moroccan farmers, with dirt under their nails,
Yeah.
rolling my hash. That's what I want.
But I
That's
told you,
traditional.
You want the effort.
My
you want,
colleague-
you want the effort. and
my
the
colleague
try.
is Moroccan, and she
Moroccan
said that
farmers.
it will never. Like I said to her, are you worried about Moroccan hash disappearing? Like she's
I
a
feel
Moroccan,
rude
only
opening
smokes
it.
hash. Rip it from the side.
Oh no, wait, can I pop it?
No.
No, yeah, you gotta
I
tear
just
it.
feel rude being open it. Thank you.
But yeah, she said there was a write-up a while ago when they talked about the experiment, saying
Yeah.
that Moroccan hash will never go away. It's too big an empire in. You know what I mean? Half the population's fucking Moroccan. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they're already losing a lot of customers in coffee shops because people can't smoke tobacco with their hash, so they can't go and smoke a joint in a coffee shop anymore.
Yeah.
So like, if it's no more,
Oh, I'll give them that.
no,
It comes in
you
a
get
little.
brownie points already.
Yeah, I like pots.
It's sun grown
Hot
at
chocolate.
least. Huh?
Yeah, and it has a little sunflower or sun on it, which is kind of cute. So this is cog.
So what's the hash called?
Cog.
Oh,
No,
God.
it's the
CRD.
traditional platinum.
Yeah, traditional hash platinum. 27% THC.
Nice.
See, I'm not really a
And
hash
I-
smoker.
No, me
So-
either.
Anyway, I have to admit to you, I have even a lot of Moroccan customers that really like this.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can't beat a Moroccan hash.
No, well, I don't smoke it,
Not
so I don't
like
know.
the
It's
traditional one. Oh. I
But-
feel like I'm standing on the hills of Morocco
But
when I smoke it.
yeah. See, I was gonna say it's not like Cali, but Cali's different. Cali doesn't have the tradition. Cali's just got the
No.
It's just
strength
that
and
name
banging, that hefty. They all have their different things.
But as I always say, like if like the likes of Devil Harvest or Pheno Finders could grow here the way people can grow in Cali, they'll produce some of the best weed
but
this
see,
world's ever
wouldn't
seen.
that
Yeah.
be amazing? If so, let them do the big grows and all that.
Yeah.
They're the Albertines of this day.
Yeah.
But then, if you let all the little farmers
Yeah, have these
do
kind
their thing
of.
as well,
It's like
that would be beautiful.
yeah,
Because
what-
then, if you want to go and know exactly where it's coming from, banging, you can get all the details on it. But if you also want to go and get something unique,
It's like a
or
boutique grower kind of, you
Yeah,
know what I
you
mean?
know what
I'm
I
sure that
mean.
would be a thing,
I
you
hope
know what
so.
I
Yeah,
mean?
it's what
And
they
it
in
just-
America they call it craft cannabis.
Yeah,
Yes.
craft beer kind of, yeah, that's
in
it.
that way, it would be beautiful.
It's just small batches
Yeah,
Yeah.
you,
up
And you
to
can
so
go in-
many.
there will be
Yeah.
the consistent fucking Coca-Colas of this world,
No.
you know what I mean? They'll eventually hopefully get to that where you'll get, like even let's go back to White Widow. You've got a White Widow and it's the same White Widow in every dispensary in the world, you know what I mean? If they get to that. But then you'll have these craft growers, as you say, and they'll have their own little strains and their own grows, and they'll probably be a little bit more expensive, but it's more.
So are you not then developing a black market again?
Well, not if it's all going into shops.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like if it'd be like the regular menu and the craft menu. It's like craft beers. Like there's already bars, and then there's the
Yeah, like microbreweries.
yeah microbreweries and all.
Yeah,
like so
yeah.
that's all they have to be similar to. You know what I mean? I always hate bringing alcohol into it, but it's the only
It's
thing people understand comparison
Exactly.
wise. You know what I mean? It's the only thing
Yeah.
we've
Unfortunately.
yeah. But yeah, I hate putting them in the same category.
Yeah, they're not in the
You
same.
wanna, what did you roll up?
I went with a bit of train wreck.
Okay,
Train
because
wreck?
that was one very
Yeah,
sweet.
That one. You said it was a
Yeah,
bit
so
sweet.
that's the outdoor or the greenhouse one.
Yeah.
And what's the percentage of that THC and
I believe 18, 19.
19%.
okay?
19.
And this is the how'd you say Zay?
I always say Zaza.
Zaza. If there was no eyes there, I'd say Zaza, but with ZAI, I go Zay. What would you say?
Zai Zai.
Zay?
Well,
Yeah.
I would say
Everyone's got their own one.
I would-
You're gonna go to the Dutch version. It's gonna be
no. I would say Zai as well.
Zay.
But the thing is, probably it's a seed from a company which has like trademarked
Yeah, disease of something like.
exactly.
yeah.
So they make
They're like the Kardashians. You gotta use Z on everything.
exactly.
But yeah, no. This. So I've just finished that.
This is
What one did I have first?
Pink
the
Kush.
Pink Rush.
What, yeah, what did you
I think
of
it smelled better. The taste was all right. It wasn't Tinkle Chill, but it definitely it was nice enough. I'm gonna try that.
So
The
Chimango.
Chimango.
Chimango, yeah,
Chimango. I'm smoking now. It's nice. I'm smoking it pure,
yeah.
but you can taste it's a bit older.
So the Chimango was £8 a gram.
Okay,
So that's about say €9.
yeah.
About
And what was the
€9.
pink?
No, sorry, that's the Pink Kush.
Okay, what was Chimango?
Need a little file of facts.
Yeah.
Maybe I should make a little file of facts.
You
I
did
like
make
though that you have all the details. That's
To be
savage.
fair, my wife put all this together for me.
Yeah.
Saucy Wife.
Like-
Yeah. Shout her out.
Yeah, I don't think we even mentioned
She's
that.
turning to the green side.
Yeah. I don't think we've mentioned that Saucywhiffs has a review page. So
Yeah.
you've put up how many videos now? 3, 4?
Three or four, yeah.
3 or
It's
4
fairly
reviews.
new.
No, but still, here you got to
Yeah,
start.
stop.
And so, what you're reviewing each of the cannabis
Each
strains?
tub.
for
So,
Yeah,
people?
every time I get a new prescription through,
Banging.
I order. So there's obviously one or two that I like.
Yeah.
So I order
They're
them,
your regulars.
and then I just anything new on the menu I take fancy, I just pick it up,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
do a little 7-10 minute video on it.
yeah.
Nice.
Just
though.
reviewing
The-
it.
the-
But it's cool for people that are new to it. That
Yeah.
you're actually
Yeah.
getting.
Well, see,
And
that's
Because it
especially you
might
don't know what to
look and
order.
sound cool,
yeah.
but is it when you
this
get
is
it?
one of my biggest bugbears, hence why I've started like the YouTube channel. Is nobody knows what the you've got all the information on paper,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but nobody knows what it looks like. what it tastes like, what it smells like.
Yeah.
Is it worth smelling it? Like when you get it out of the pot?
Yeah, because you have to buy 10 grams.
'Cause you have to
can't
buy-
get a
you
gram at a time.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know why the companies ain't coming up with an advent calendar.
Yeah.
A simple
Oh,
what's
yeah.
behind door number 1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just little sample packs,
Little sample pack of 10 grams
variety box.
for the same pack, or even a little, put a fiver on it.
Yeah.
Just something, because
That's a good shout.
I would
yeah.
rather have 10 1 grams and
Yeah.
know that 7 are good and 3 are bad,
Yeah.
or not for me. Because
Literally.
people will get and say a sativa and then having a bad trip on
and
the
they've got
sativa.
9 grams
Oh.
sitting
And
there.
then they've
You
got
know what I
9
mean?
Yeah.
grams and they don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
Especially
and if it's
people that-
60 quid a pop, it's.
And then they
it
don't know what to
does
order
add,
next
Well,
time
yeah.
as well.
So like
Yeah.
the Chamango
Nice, go you.
is $8.50 a gram.
Okay.
So you're pushing that €10 mark.
Yeah, but still,
But-
man, under 10 is.
No, it's great, but
Yeah.
what I mean is if someone got that Chamango and they didn't like that type
Yeah.
of bud,
They spent nearly €100 on it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it is
yeah,
a.
so then it's and you can't do anything
Yeah,
with it.
you
It's
can't
like-
return it.
So like, it's not like, also there's not really, that I found, there could be, but there's not much of a big massive medical community.
Yeah.
So like,
It's still new, it's
so
still
I
early.
know Germany's thinking of, when they legalize it, to have like the social clubs,
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
people can go and exchange cannabis.
Yeah.
So this is my grow, that's your grow.
That's
That's what-
what you're all about.
That's-
Well,
I'm
fuck off to
so-
Germany
It's
soon
it's
enough.
not even.
But
it's-
why is
think
it? Why
so.
is there not a
But-
medical
but it's not.
place?
It's not gonna be like that probably.
No, I
What they're-
know it's not exactly going to be like that. But why is there not something like a medical where I can turn up with a group of people who are
And
and
discuss
sit
your
and
medical.
go, do you know what? I picked this up last week. Is this?
Yeah.
What do you think? Because I don't really
But-
fancy it.
But you know the way
Right.
N.I. Cannaguy has one in Northern Ireland?
No.
Have you ever heard of that one?
No. Sorry.
I can't remember the name of his shop, but he has basically what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So I think it is doable.
Yeah, but the
He
thing
has
is-
basically, it's like a CBD store with a smoking area, and people with medical license can go there and medicate.
Yeah.
So you can basically go there and meet other people that are on the medical and smoke with them.
Yeah.
We're gonna have him on the podcast soon. I can't remember when he's over.
Yeah. Find
Well,
out, because
It's
so
definitely going to be a thing. It's still the early stages.
You've got the underground coffee shops. in
yeah,
England,
the
but-
speakeasies and that,
and things like that. But it.
And then Teesside is the unicorn that's somehow fucking.
Teesside's a miracle.
Yeah, man.
That's one and only.
Yeah.
But I found there's nothing where there's
What's
no.
that?
So
Oh,
Teesside is, we've
Cannabis
had them
Club.
on twice
Cannabis
now.
Club.
But it's actually this ashtray thing here. They had their 10-year anniversary last month. They're a cannabis club in England
Okay, oh, yeah,
that
yeah.
have been going for 10 years.
Right.
And even during lockdown, they got help from the government to stay
Nice.
open. So, like, there's no other cannabis clubs in England, and this place is celebrating 10 years of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
So-
that's what we're saying, it's a fucking unicorn.
like-
There's only one of them in existence.
You've got all like these vape bars kicking up and all this
Yeah.
in London. Why can't you have
There's
it?
vape bars
Well,
in
It's
London.
more like a sheesh bars and things like that.
Oh,
where you can
okay.
sit there
It's
with-
not cannabis.
It's
No,
not cannabis.
Ah,
No,
okay.
The flavoured vapes, probably,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
All
and
these
things,
assholes.
but
Load of
why
hipsters.
can't I just have a simple, safe space
Yeah.
where I can go and consume my medicine?
Yeah.
See, the
Yeah.
only thing.
Even if it was on a vape
Even
level.
if it
Yeah. wasn't a
Yeah.
vape,
As I was going to say, we're a far way away from getting somewhere we can smoke with tobacco. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, whenever about getting a vape or a medical pure thing, we're like, we throw tobacco in here as well. Like, we're.
Yeah.
I think if you do ever get that in England, you really have to play by the rules. You
Yeah,
know what I mean,
yeah,
and do it because
but-
they do say that you're only meant to vape, don't they?
Yeah, so I've got my Mighty. It's in the bag over there. I use
Yeah.
a Mighty, but I'm using joints because you can smoke joints in Holland.
Yeah.
But yeah, most of the time it's going to be on the Mighty.
Yeah.
Because you get better terpene profiles.
But no, they say on the website that you should only vape or it's to be
it's
We talked about
it's
this on the
super-
live,
So
I'm
yeah,
really
no,
sure.
I think it says here, yeah, on the
only to be consumed through
so
vape
yeah,
or
yeah,
something like.
vaped at 0.25 grams.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can only vape it because
Well, it's them kind of telling you
yeah.
the healthiest option as well
They
because
t-
it is medicine.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be like,
Isn't this like with the Vedampa?
is it? Yeah.
I think is
they
a-
tell you to vape a maximum of 0.5 grams daily.
Yeah, good luck
No,
at
but
that,
that's
mate.
just of that
Well,
pot.
we're done
Sorry.
today.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
that
We're
pot.
signing off.
That's that pot, and then that pot.
Yeah,
and
That's for
Yeah.
all the pots.
If you keep reading each
yeah,
pot,
yeah.
you can do 0.5 off all of them.
yeah.
So if
Great.
you've enough pots, you're fine.
Love
Yeah,
it.
just stock up.
We're
on-
safe.
So that-
Spread out your flour.
But again, yeah, no. So the law in the UK is it's it's illegal to use combustion.
Okay.
So you cannot burn it.
Yeah.
So like you
But
can.
there's obviously nobody policing this. You know what I mean? Like.
Well, no, but that for me, if that's where
Yeah,
they.
you're
they-
definitely not going to be
No, but
doing reviews with you smoking.
That's where they could catch me out. Does that make sense? Like if I'm if I'm walking down the street like this, like Johnny
Okay.
lads, and they come up to me and go, well, and I go, no, mate,
You
don't
should.
worry, it's medical.
You
They'll
should.
say your
They'll go,
prescription
yeah,
is
but you
only
could-
for vape.
It's only for vaping.
Okay.
But it's illegal to. It's still illegal to
Yeah, so.
use combust
Okay,
for an
so
hour.
if you're smoking a joint, you're back to being black market.
Yeah,
You're just the
you're
same as everyone
same
else.
as everybody else. So
Okay, so that's it. That's a good little thing though for people to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
there
are
is
out
only-
like
Yeah,
back in the
yeah,
UK,
you're not
consider
bulletproof,
it.
you know what I mean?
No, there is only
Have a vapes on
Yeah.
your
So
hand.
that's why in my
It's
rucksack
probably the
there's
same as
always-
going out and snorting fucking paracetamol off a bar. Like, you can't do that here. Like, it's legal.
Yeah.
Like,
Nah,
I
the
still
only
think there's a loophole in this. You
Yeah.
know?
the only
Yeah,
person
so-
who could pull that off in Britain was Black the Ripper, right?
Oh,
there.
yeah.
That's the
we
one.
already talked about
we
him
spoke Black
yesterday.
River
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah, I never really heard of him, and I still don't know too much on him,
No.
but he's a big
Well,
influence
like
on
I
you.
said, that's
Didn't
that.
he
He was,
used to go
uh,
blazing
He,
everywhere.
he went
That's-
into McDonald's
He just-
everywhere
it-
with always with a
Just-
plant on his side.
It's what sort of like inspired me. Not inspired me is a bit of a weird word, but
No, but yeah.
it
Gave you the-
gave me
and he used to
the-
come
like-
to Amsterdam as well.
Yeah, because he just didn't give. He didn't care.
Yeah.
He
I mean,
treated it like it was
no.
legal,
It
the way
was
it should
legal.
be.
Exactly.
It-
In
it's-
his
it's-
eyes, it was
you know what?
it was
You
legal.
wanna
You
just
want
act
to drink. You
accordingly.
want to drink your alcohol. You want your alcohol. You want this. You want that.
Yeah.
That's fine, but
I'm going to
you
live
know
my
what?
life.
I'm going to live my life because I want a joint.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I'm going to smoke
Yeah.
a joint because he smoked on EasyJets
Everywhere.
But you were saying he
Everything.
knew he was dying at this stage.
But yeah, he apparently knew his
Yeah.
so there's like
Yeah,
a
they
big
say, but-
conspiracy
No,
in all
but
this.
legend though
Yeah,
for
of
going
course.
down.
Yeah,
Like
That's-
if you know you're going and you're like, okay,
Nah,
fuck,
but
I
I'm
need
not-
to make
like,
an
this-
That's
impact.
going down swinging, like,
yeah,
you know
let's
what I mean?
fucking make it.
This is how spiritually it is. I was saying this the other day that he died in April the year 2020.
So
So
the
he
month
died in month
420.
420 as well.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's, yeah. And
Yeah.
not even the American one, our
Legend.
own one.
Our
The
own,
month
like-
4,
Yeah, yeah.
year 20, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And they used to
Mental.
come to Amsterdam as well.
Oh.
They always used to
They
go
used
to
to do that.
Voyagers.
Voyagers and the plug. They
Oh,
always
yeah,
used to
there
go,
must be
yeah.
tight with pheno finders.
Yeah,
there.
Yeah, no, that's
Was
what
a
we
lovely
need.
guy.
We need them people
But
that are
that,
just
so
like,
that's that
fuck
sort
it,
of
so
gave
what
Martyrs
we
for
do.
the
sort of the
cause.
inspiration to sort of go. Well, no, I want to live my life.
Yeah,
How
let's
I want to live
normalise
my
it.
life.
Yeah.
And that's why I try to normalize it as much as I can, especially even with my children.
Yeah.
Like I just say, look, this is Dad's medicine.
Yeah.
Like, and my daughter, bless her, she goes, yeah, that's your healthy medicine, Dad. You can't have cigarettes. That's bad. The tobacco's bad. This is healthy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but bless her.
And
she-
grown up
understands?
educated
Oh,
then,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
That's what I mean. You got to educate.
Never
her.
lied to.
And you know, we've met a
Smoke
few
No,
parents,
it's
Yeah.
even
Time
the last ones, a couple
What's
of
that?
parents that have been
This tobacco's all
consuming,
that.
and they're like, we've always consumed.
Mm.
We then had kids. We not consume in the same room as them. We go outside, but
I do go
they
outside.
know
Yeah,
that.
there's no
No,
chance
but-
Mila was hiding from her daughters that she was smoking hash.
Exactly,
no, but
man.
it's normalising
The
it.
thing is, I'd rather my
Nah.
daughter comes to me when she's at that 14, 15, 16 age and goes, Dad, this green stuff, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, I'd much
Do-
rather
do you know what I mean?
flour
I'd-
than booze.
No, but that's what I mean.
Yeah,
I can
100%.
sit down with her and go, do you know what, that stuff, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Especially with a daughter, you
But
feel
I'm-
safer going out
Yeah.
getting stoned. Like,
I'm hoping that she'd be more educated. Well, I'd educate her a bit more in the process by then.
Yeah.
And we would have
Absolutely.
moved on in the process.
like in
as
Ireland,
well.
we're raised in pubs. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We're
Yeah,
brought
we're
into a
saying, weren't
pub.
It's
There's
the
a packet of
norm.
crisps and there's
Yeah.
a 7-Up. I'm going over here drinking, play with the other kids.
Yeah.
Surrounded by drunks, there's alcohol everywhere, and nobody bats an eyelid.
No.
You know what I mean? So if you consume medicine in front of a child, people are like, oh my god,
Yeah.
disgraceful. You
Yeah,
know what I
like
mean? Like it's.
Don't get me wrong, it's a bit bad when you're pushing the pram and you got a joint.
Oh no, of course, don't be thrown it in the
Well,
face. But like, it's,
I'm not sure, man, because
Like-
I'm one of these kids, you
Well,
know.
yeah, I suppose.
My parents, they I will not tell too much about it. But my parents had some plans. My family had some plans.
Yeah,
So
you grew up around it.
I grew really up around weed, and the thing is, my parents used to tell me as well, we rather have you come home really, really high
Yeah.
Yeah.
than stupid drunk.
Come home and eat a few
Because-
things
Really,
and fall asleep.
Have
like,
a good meal and a good night's
yeah, not
sleep.
puke all over the sitting
You
room
know
and
what I
fucking
mean? Yeah.
piss in the
So-
corner or something. Like,
Well, this
And that's even mad because we've had some guys from like the north of Holland that have been like, there's not many coffee shops in their town, and they're still deemed as like, lazy,
Yeah, you still have to keep
tracksuit
it
wear.
underground
Yeah,
and kind of
you
taboo to
can't
be
tell.
doing
So
it.
it's cool that you have a different approach.
Yeah.
Like the mindset is different.
But
So when did you first start smoking?
a long time
Like,
ago.
can you remember how young?
Yeah, I think the first time I smoked, I was about 12, I
Yeah, I'd
think.
say I was about 12, 13 myself.
And the funny thing is, I had a fight with my sister,
Yeah,
and my father had this pipe that looked like an Indian pipe,
okay.
and there was just a bit of residue in there.
Yeah.
And he said, well, here, go smoke a peace pipe with your sister.
No way.
Well,
That's
you
amazing.
smoked a piece pipe
that's
with your
That's the
sister.
best way.
Beautiful.
I'd say he's made friends after that. They just
But that's
And
I remember
and
the
now
first
and
time-
nowadays my sister is definitely not a smoker,
yeah.
Yeah.
but the rest of the family
Yeah.
we're all smokers. Unfortunately, my mother had to stop smoking
Okay.
because of lung problems. My father occasionally still smokes.
Yeah.
I work in a coffee shop. I
Yeah.
smoke on a daily, but my sister is
She doesn't smoke
nah,
anymore.
she's the black swan of the
Yeah.
No, I love her.
But it also
I
just-
I love you.
Goes the other way around. If
I
don't
love you. I
smoke.
know you're gonna watch. I love you.
Yeah, see, my sister basically started getting involved in weed to try and get a connection with me. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah.
So like
I-
she
100%.
tried
I
to
definitely
nice
made more of a
though.
connection with my sister. The two of us used to kill each other growing up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Nobody can get me riled up like my sister can.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like
I know
I'm
exactly
killed
what
all
you
the time. She says 3 words and I'm ready to kill somebody. You know what I mean? But then I smoked weed a long time. Then she started smoking, and two of us smoked together. And now she comes over here the whole time and go to coffee shops and smoke.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we definitely can't
So
bring you
she's
together.
she's
you know
not
what
a
I mean?
Yeah,
smoker,
and,
she's
and
not
that's
edibles.
why normalizing this plant is so important,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
even if your sister wouldn't smoke,
Yeah.
only the fact that it would be legal would
Yeah.
make her
Sit
have a different
around or-
approach
yeah,
to you smoking weed
tolerate it.
than like in this black market shady
Yeah.
kind of area
That's
that
it,
we
like-
are.
Because I think that's a lot of people, like, they're not like sheepish, but they kind of nearly need the, you're allowed to,
Yeah.
and then
Their
they're like,
default is
okay.
no, but it's illegal.
Yeah.
No, but it's illegal.
Or
That's
you're
all. They can't
scared
get that
of
out of their
judgment
head. You know
because
what I
they
mean?
judge you,
Yeah.
and you're like, well,
What
if
would
we
the
all
neighbours
stop-
say?
Yeah.
I fucking sold hash to most of my neighbours back in the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck it.
It's a different time. Like,
Yeah.
no,
I
it
just want a
isn't.
drink around.
Yeah.
What do we have? Coke, Fanta, Sprite?
This is a. I
Give
don't
me a
know
Coke.
if it's me. Do you
Fairly.
smoke hash?
Yeah.
Will you break that with your nails and just tell me? Does that feel
Drink.
weird? No, I'm okay.
Yeah, even if cups over there.
Yeah.
The
I'm gonna
bucket.
top up my coffee.
Well,
Yeah,
let's
to be honest
Like-
about the
Yeah,
hash,
weird.
I don't know how they make it. I don't know if they
Yeah.
drum it. I don't know if they.
Like it looks like a pollen, but it's and isn't there like a clay or something? It feels like a weird.
how's the smell?
Not all like
Not strong.
yeah. But I do always worry is that the smell of backy on my hands. Sometimes people hand me a bud, I'm like, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
smell backy.
That's not too
My
bad.
my taste and
Yeah,
smell
like
so
it's
bad.
not bad, and it's just not like ooh.
You're right, that's in there, is it?
Well, it's more the which I don't mind with like traditional hash. Sometimes it's when you smoke it, then it comes through
I think
beautiful.
it's very powdery. like-
Isn't there a mad?
and
Because
I've
it's
got,
not
like,
stick.
Now I feel like it's on my hands.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That's
funny.
one of the main things I hate about hash is like that's why I stopped because it was so much effort to roll. Not even like the taste is why I probably didn't go back. But I remember I was like this trying to roll a joint. I'm like fuck this shit, grind our bums.
Well,
joint,
you
roll,
smoke
joint.
with you smoke with tobacco,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
I have a good tip for you. If
Okay.
you ever smoke a good soft hash, like for example a dry sift,
Yeah.
and you smoke it with tobacco, and you find that there is a lot of residue on your fingers, take a piece of tobacco and rub that on your fingers. It will take the hash off your fingers and onto the tobacco.
Oh yeah.
That's how I used to roll my hash joints with
Banging.
with tobacco.
So you just infuse your tobacco then?
Yeah, just
Right,
there is
right.
a lot of residue on your finger. If you take
Just
a little
give
piece
it-
of tobacco and you just rub it with the tobacco,
It'll, like,
it will
wipe
take it off. And what's even better
Banging
is when
shit.
you have a little bit of tobacco, put it in your hand, crumble off the hash, and then crumble the hash already with the tobacco.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man.
And
I
then it
do
doesn't
see
stick really.
people do that. I think I've just found my way and I've stuck.
Yeah.
I do a little bit of back eat, then my hash.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
then
no,
I-
it's
And
I-
my joints are always quite like small. I like.
I don't
the-
smoke tobacco anymore.
See, I
so-
find I use too much tobacco.
Oh yeah.
Like if I'm rolling a hash joint,
yeah.
I end up putting a whole cigarette in.
Okay.
No,
Just
so
but
you
it's,
just
'cause
have
it's
to
about-
go-
it's more
Well,
visually
hash
though.
is just smoke slower though, so you do.
This one
It's
like a
better
long
to have
skinny
that little
joint.
bit more.
Yeah, but see, for me, I
Yeah,
think
but
it's
not a fat one.
No,
You
but
want
it-
like a skinny joint.
But I remember even back in the day we'd use the thicker papers like the blue and green Rizla because they did burn that bit slower, and then the hash has time to heat
yeah,
up. You
see,
know what I mean?
For
So-
me though, it's a visual thing.
Yeah.
So like you see the like when you're rolling a joint, you see the tobacco. You put your green in or whatever, and it looks fluffy. It looks big and bulky. But if you just put a cigarette in a Rizla
Yeah.
and then put hash in, because it's hash, it's heavy. It falls through the
Yeah, it goes
so
to the
because
bottom.
you don't see
The
it,
weed rises, the
end-
hash falls.
Yeah, so you end
See,
up then just keep.
Go with a different type of. That's like it's more nearly like a net.
Yeah, I don't
So
like
you
that
can do
stringy
a
stuff.
really light patch,
Can I try one of
and it
these
always catches
orange ones?
the-
Maybe the
Yeah,
wedding
yeah.
cake. What the wedding
You
cake
just
or
spread
not
that
the
out. It
train wreck?
should, like,
I'm
even
gonna
a
give you the
little hair will
Skywalker.
catch
Oh,
it from
Skywalker,
it
yeah,
in the
That's-
paper.
That's my favorite from
Oh, wow.
from all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the same.
Where's that on?
22%?
GB,
Because-
from Virginia.
Yeah, where's it? No,
Okay.
the hash.
The funny
Oh,
thing
that's,
is,
from
what-
Just
as well.
because
Dolphins.
not two conversations.
Where? Oh, Dolphin.
Yeah, they've been like.
What's the hash and dolphin you get?
There's a few that they have at the minute. They always bang them for like little deals. I can't lie for like
Yeah,
local
for a
deals.
little.
Yeah, for little sneaky. Like sometimes they've hashed like 5-6 quid
That's
a
the
gram.
one. That's
been
the
years
one.
since I've been
Just
Dolphins.
by the Bulldog Palace, innit? It's like off a little side
Yeah,
street.
just
Yeah,
up
it's
up
just
from
down
it,
the
yeah.
road from Lights Plane. Yeah.
And it's mad. It's a deadly spot. I went in the other night and it was like absolutely jumping with techno.
Oh,
There
yeah.
was like 10 minutes to close on that place I was up and I was like, woohoo, deadly buzz.
My first place I go to when I get here is Solo, and I get the chocolate hash.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
I did hit that for.
That's only like €7 or something, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's only €7 a gram as well.
Nice and
It's
it's a
tasty.
good
I remember,
traditional
I remember
one.
chocolate weed back in the
Yeah.
day. That's
Nice.
one of
It's
the few strains I
It's a bit more
remember.
of a blonde.
Yeah.
But
Is it a
it's
DNA
good.
DNA strain as
Ooh.
well?
DNA genetics.
I'm
Sure,
not
gone
sure.
for- Sure.
Because I got the Forbidden Fresca there.
Mm.
No. Shout out to the old lady. She wasn't there today, but the old lady that works in Solo. I love you. Beautiful. Have you been there? Especially if you go there. There's the old lady that works
No, I
there.
normally get the mat like the.
I
the
normally do,
fed.
and only the other day I got the lady. Legend. Sunday mornings, I think, was when she was working. She's just good energy.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Forbidden Fresca, and she recommended that I try it somewhere. But that was nice. Decent
lovely.
buzz.
Lovely.
Yeah, I'm rolling
Yeah,
up this Skywalker OG.
Yeah,
This is the
Skywalker.
outdoor grown one.
This. It's not as sweet as it is when you smoke it.
Okay.
No.
Is it?
Yeah, sweet.
Because I didn't like the smell of it. It smelled too hazy.
It's a bit.
That's a train wreck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not as hazy on the smoke.
It's more.
There's a bit of a mad aftertaste on
That's
it.
what I mean. I don't quite.
But for outdoor ground, so how much is the outdoor ones?
€6.
Fucking if
Well,
it's
at
even
least
half
that's what
decent for
I that's what I
six.
paid for,
Well,
and
first
and
impression.
then there is something
Oh, yeah,
more
I
funny
need to watch
because
out the
that's
coffee bit.
why I took this
Yeah.
bag out.
What's this one?
This I bought as well. This is called Mixed Up. It's also from
oh,
them.
I've heard about this.
It's wicked, man.
That's what
three
I
different
thought
strains.
What's going on with
Yeah.
the Capri
Yeah.
Sun?
Yeah.
And this, well, the coffee shop where I work, we sell it
What's the
for.
coffee shop you work in?
I
wanna say?
Yeah, I can say it. I work in coffee shop Tourmalijn in Tilburg.
Okay. And is Tilburg one of the non-Dutch ones? So do we need to be residents?
No, Tilburg is you can come as
okay,
a
we can
non-resident.
Go. Well, I can go new.
And Breda is the other city that is already in the experiment.
Okay,
that
anyone
is
can go to.
No, that is for Dutch residents
Okay,
only.
And
But
Maastricht.
this
No one of them.
I bought personally for €5 for 5 grams.
€5
Yes,
for 5 grams.
I know. Can you believe it?
This is 3 different strains.
Yeah, that's a mix.
It's all mixed up though.
5
It's all
grams.
mixed up.
Like,
But if it got me,
is yours a college town?
if it got me
Yeah,
stuck,
we have a
I'll
university.
take
Like,
it.
imagine you were going to university there, you're broke, and there was a place down the road selling 5 grams for €5.
Like not even a gram for a $5.
No.
Then you're like, oh,
But-
that's a nice
Like,
deal.
I smoke 5 grams a day. I'd be
But-
smoking 20 grams a day if I was down there.
But-
I smell that.
But
Go
I,
down on the drain. and
Like,
just
it's
have
not
a-
banging,
But
but
I
it's,
have
you'd
to-
smoke it, you know what I mean?
but I have to
Well, you
say
know when
something.
sometimes you just blaze through joints they don't even think
yeah,
of.
that's it.
But
Like
I have
we're
to
n-
say something on the other
I
side.
buy so much of it. would go buy so much.
Yeah, but I have to tell something on the other
Oh, it's
side.
all small.
Because in this way, I feel personally that they're trying to do something to the market.
to
Because
lower the
on
prices.
in this prices they cannot earn anything on
No.
it. That's what I say. It's not.
This
I
is
did not
like
buy
the
it.
leftover.
grouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the grouse of their.
It's like the
bush.
broken biscuits, you know what I mean? Just do a deal on it.
But still, for €5 for 5 grams as a coffee shop, you don't earn anything on
No.
it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And
No,
and
sure,
in
where's your
and in a
tax
way
like?
and in a way that's I don't know. I don't
It smells nice.
personally
Yeah,
I
it
would like
smells
to.
Clean.
Yeah, that's what it
Yeah.
is.
That's outdoor as well. Well,
That's
not
Yeah,
outdoor,
it's also
greenhouse.
greenhouse.
Like honestly, I don't know if it's probably because it's the mix of flavors, and it could be because it's all the smalls. It just got thrown about, but it smells like it has more smell than some of them.
Yeah.
The Zai and the Pink Kush. I think or I don't know if we're saying it right. The Zay Zay or Zai Zai. Yeah, that one, and then the Pink Kush of.
They're the
British
first two
one.
I smoked. And, yeah, the pink Kush I smoked first and the Zai I smoked next. So I've done the British one, I've done one of the red ones, and now I'm on the OG or the Skywalker Kush. 22% for the outdoor ground as well.
This for me is the best flavored of the orange bags.
Of the orange bags. And what colour the third company?
Well, the thing is they could change colors, I think.
Okay.
It's just what they ordered, I guess.
So,
But the third company had translucent bags.
oh, okay. I thought that wasn't allowed. To see
It is allowed, but the problem is the bags have to be a bit bulky and stuff, because it have to have all the information that's on the bags.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's why you see on both bags the QR codes, because
It kind of cuts out. You don't need as
yeah,
much
because
space then.
no, and also because it's legal, they track all the transport. So you
Okay,
have to
it's
scan
okay.
all the time. You scan this QR
when they're being
code.
delivered to each
You,
shop.
you
and-
scan when when
Oh,
it gets
so did like-
out of the
I
facility.
I think that's what that is.
Did
Yeah,
like
probably.
each
Code.
shop get a whole new revamp with their systems?
Yeah.
Okay, so is
At
their
least
systems all?
a revamp. What's happening right now? So I work in a coffee shop, and we are in the experiment. What I do in the morning when I come in, I log in on a tablet, on a site of the government. I have a special login that go through a different company that verified who you are and blah 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 blah, and check if you are allowed to work with cannabis. So I log in, and then from that moment on, all the legal stuff I sell, I have to scan before I can sell it. But the
Okay.
illegal stuff that's still on the menu,
Is still
I
the
don't
old
have to
system.
scan. It's
Okay.
just another system.
So it's not linked to your
No,
system.
no.
Oh, okay.
No,
And
that's
is
I
all.
it-
wouldn't want them like jumping in on everything. That's
Yeah.
Big
No,
it's
Brother
just-
like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
No, what the thing is, why they are tracking it is just
show
so
us
they're
your
sure,
retina there.
so they're sure nothing leaks to the black market.
Yeah.
Because that's what they're afraid
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah, no, of course. Because
But
especially
I
at that
don't
price,
think
too.
fair enough the price, but I don't think there's nothing there that if
But if you could
is-
get this cheap at that price, you could resell that in Amsterdam for as a fucking gelato. You know what I mean? So put a
And-
different name on it and go in there
no,
and sell it.
100%.
And
But
don't
I don't
forget-
think the smell and all that's going to people aren't going to be like, oh yeah, that's banging.
Yeah,
And-
there's a few there you'd get away with.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? There's a few there that are better than, like, there's probably 15,
Well,
16
one
year
and
old
one.
strains that I've bought here that some of them are better than, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And that's some of their best stuff, supposedly.
Well, and the thing is
Mhm.
also that it's more honest. At least it should be more honest.
Yeah.
You know, because, well, we all know that a lot of weed we buy in the coffee shops lately is just Canadian grown.
see,
Yeah.
Sold as Cali.
Yeah, because they had so much left over, so it's probably old,
Oh,
fucking
very
stale. Are you rolling up there, Perry?
No,
No,
I'm just
they're
having a
very
look at
similar as
the two
Yeah, 'cause
the
they're
two
both
different
Hashes.
yeah, like this is the chocolate from the €7 chocolate.
Yeah.
Have a whiff of that.
Yeah, of course you can.
It's a €7 one from the experiment.
Yeah, and that's
7 on
that's,
7.
That's what I mean. So
Rebranded as Chocolope.
it's that's a bit more. It's like you said, it's a bit more clay.
Yeah, there's a mad consistency to that.
Yeah, well that is. I'd rather buy that than this. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Well,
especially
I
just
think-
on price. Yeah.
I
if
think
they're the
what
same.
I think what you shouldn't forget is that a lot of Moroccan hash, of course, the weed, it's just get thrown on the fields.
Mm.
It's right there for a few weeks at least in the
Yeah.
burning sun. We cannot do that.
You
anymore.
can't replicate that.
Yeah,
can
but
it?
that's what I mean. So take the trad off it.
So the,
Yeah.
the
That's
b-
like some hipsters singing
Yeah.
a song about Ireland and
Yeah,
calling
our
it
trad
traditional.
music,
You're
yeah.
not Luke Kelly, pal.
Yeah.
Get off your banjo, like.
I look like him.
You're more a chance of trad than you know what I mean, though. They're not doing exactly
Nah,
what you're
but,
saying.
That's it. It's like even Mila was telling us about. I think it was in either Kazakhstan or one of them. Basically, the weed grows, and just before they've time to harvest it, the snow falls, and whatever happens when that snow, whether it like incubates it or strengthens it the whole lot, then when it comes out the other side, they take it out, it's still frozen, and then they cure it and all. And that whatever that happens during that snow was meant to be what gives it that. Like if you cut it down just before it wouldn't be nowhere near as nice or as strong. So
Imagine just seeing your whole crop just being covered in
In
snow. I mean,
snow.
like,
I
right,
believe-
will I ever see that again?
I believe in the documentary she even states that she smokes it and that it feels like she took LSD.
Oh yeah.
It's that heavy.
Oh wow.
Like, stone stuff. I see, that's what I do think is missing from the new stuff.
LSD.
No, not the. I'm not into
No.
the trippy stuff,
No,
but the strength.
But don't forget, we now have 2 different growers.
Yeah.
Officially there is 3 already started, but in the end there will be 10 different companies
Yeah.
growing.
Okay.
So
And
there's already this much choice
Well,
out too.
And how many shops are in it now?
There's 10 cities. I don't know how
there
many
is
shops.
10 cities.
Probably
So
I don't know
4
how
or
many
5 per city or something.
Six.
No, there
60?
is I think there is
60,
about
70 shops maybe? Because what, some have
Let me-
like 12,
let me
some have
search for
6.
Yeah.
let me search for it.
While he's searching.
More just because if you're like, okay, 3 are covering that many shops,
Yeah.
how much is 10 covering?
Well, see, it's not that like this dispensary covers this. They can order from all of them. You know what I
No,
mean?
but that's what I mean. So 3 shops have enough to cover, no matter where you order 'em from, have enough flour to cover this many
Yeah.
shops. So if you have 10, my brain's just kind of doing the maths. If 10
Well,
supply how many shops in Holland?
But again, this is the experiment. All
Yeah.
this is to find
No, that's
this
what
out.
I'm curious.
I'd
I'm
say
just wondering
also
how many's
that's
in it
the way he
now.
was saying about the barcodes. I didn't think to stop them from going to the black market. I thought so they can make sure they can keep up with the market. They're
Yeah.
getting updates constantly.
no,
You know what I mean? Oh shit, this place is getting low. If they continue like this for the next 3 weeks, we
Yeah.
mightn't have enough. Stuff like that. They
Yeah.
can be
Well,
used.
nowadays, because officially we're still pre-experiment.
Yeah, that's it.
Nowadays, it's more about how many we're gonna need,
Yes,
the
yeah,
little
so-
baby diseases getting out
it's
of
like
the
the
system,
experiment before
out
the
of the
experiment,
tracking,
like
out of the
it's-
tracking, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's why we
That's
are
it, they're
already
all learning now. It's all a new
Yeah.
thing for everyone involved, from the growers to the transporters to the fucking whatever else involved.
Yeah.
So yeah, it will take a while. Like you're saying, it's nearly an experiment before the experiment, because the 4 years probably hasn't even officially started.
See,
because
This is where I get confused with the whole thing though, like especially with the UK scene, because you have all this stuff grown and imported
Yeah.
and like given out legally, say,
Yeah.
but then you have like you guys who like you have to legally grow it, you
Yeah.
do illegal grows,
yeah.
but then you get like to see the options of it, but we don't get to see the options of it. Does
But
that make sense?
these don't get to open these before.
Do you
These-
think it's because...
These are sealed.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah.
You might have a sample box.
No,
of
but that's
each
what I mean.
shade.
Like, but
Exactly.
at least
Oh,
you can
is there
walk
sample
walk into a
boxes?
place.
Yeah, most of the
Yeah.
coffee shops get they buy
A gram or two to show off.
exactly. Well, they will not get
So
it.
it's like
They will
personal
not
choice.
get it. But
Yeah.
of
You're
course,
gonna write it off.
of
from
course,
what
as
they
a
have.
coffee shop,
Yeah.
you want to show. So yeah, then you will buy it yourself.
Yeah.
You,
Yeah, see that as well. Well, fair dues to them for
Yeah.
that, because
At
it's
least that's
nice.
what we
Yeah,
do, so-
No, which is really a nice thing to do, because it's as much as you can have all this on.
Yeah.
Most people, you want to see
Oh,
what
you
you're
have
buying.
to. I don't.
If
I
someone
don't
was
read.
like, "Here's a pork chop,"
Yeah. you're
but
like,
it's completely
Yeah,
sealed, you're like, "Is
Yeah,
it a
that's
pork
it.
chop?"
Funny thing-
You're there squishing it, being
but the
like,
funny
"Is this
thing-
like?"
we don't have to forget we're connoisseurs
Yeah.
in this way.
yeah.
You know
Most
what I
people
mean?
don't
Because-
care as much as we
Because
do.
I work in a coffee shop, and I see, you will see it as well. I see
Yeah.
daily, let's just call them customers,
Yeah. Oh, man.
without being a bad word. But they don't care. They just want
Most of my
something.
customers
They
don't
just
know what
want
marijuana
something
is.
cheap that
You know
that
what I mean?
helps to
Sort of
chill
last
him,
night.
Yeah.
or to help them with the headache, or to help them with the voices in their head,
Yeah.
or
just
to
something
just chill,
unwind, yeah, just
or
something
to
take
have
the
a
edge
good
off.
night with friends.
Mm.
But a lot of
Like,
people,
you'll see that the Dutch will just buy. They'll come in and buy their same strain they bought for years. They're happy with that
But
gram.
do you
So
think it's because it's still so taboo that people aren't comfortable to even talk on that kind of stuff?
yeah,
Like I
no.
remember we were in a coffee shop one time and this young kid came up and he was only about like 19 or so. Come up and he sat down and he was like he started asking us about, like, it was me and Craig, it was like the coffee shop league. So he was real passionate about like cannabis, flower,
Yeah.
everything. And the kid was literally saying that he doesn't feel comfortable enough to say to his mates, what you think of this or what you think of that. Whereas he has that passion.
Yeah.
I think it's because you have to, you just buy the Cali packs because it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you don't, like, people aren't comfortable to talk about it. We
I
are
have-
because we're in a community.
But-
Whereas if you're not in a community of
and don't,
cannabis as a lifestyle,
Yeah,
it's
and
no,
don't
hard to-
forget, Amsterdam is a complete different world to the
Yeah,
rest
it's
of
different
the world.
animals.
exactly,
everything
yeah.
else.
I
I'm
have-
saying I think that kid
I
was from
have-
outside Amsterdam
Yeah.
as well.
I have colleagues on who
Mm.
their parents, they don't know they work in a coffee shop.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
My parents are in
There's-
Ireland and they know I work in a coffee shop. I think my
Mm.
mum says, like, my dad will say, my son sells weed. My mum will go, he works in a coffee shop. If they think Starbucks, she's happy with that. You know what I mean? She'll leave it at that. But,
Oh, I can't, like, my mum's been a legend supporting me.
Yeah.
She does puff and paint.
yeah. My daughter's
No, but
doing
it
events.
is. But I think just even if people who don't consume, even like your wife as well, they're breaking the taboo.
Yeah.
They're breaking the
Yeah.
stigma.
Yeah.
If everyone just talks
But it-
about it as in like, I'm going for 2
Like
pints.
some
oh,
people,
it's-
yeah, I was going to say some people, like, they smoke, but they're just happy to smoke whatever. It's like you go out and you have a pint, then there's some people who are like, have you tried this new whiskey? Have you tried this
That
liqueur?
kind of,
So
yeah.
that's us of the weed world.
Yeah.
I was
You don't
somewhere-
know many of them in the drinking world, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just that weed is so, we grew up without it. You know what I mean? These grew up with it every day. Like,
Yeah,
that,
but
that's
see,
good enough
it's
for me.
different because alcohol just fucks you up either way, whereas cannabis can benefit you in so many different
No, of
ways.
course,
So
but
there's
there's always
more
people
of a
that
talk
are more
component.
passionate about like their food connoisseur. You know what I mean? There is people that will
Yeah,
search
but
out the
again,
best and review the
different.
best
Yeah,
and
but
all.
See,
this is on
The
medicinal.
thing that gets me is, like, I was at an event the other week where I got personally told it's a no weed house. Like, they do not want any weed in the house whatsoever.
Yeah.
So I went, okay, fair enough. I respect your wishes. You know
I'll be
that.
outside.
I did- I
In your
did-
garden.
I did
Bye.
say I would. I did say that, but I went because it was like an event. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But at that same event, there was people there doing
Pissed.
doing cocaine.
Oh, even yeah.
Ah.
Fuck
And
that
it's
shit, man.
almost like, well, hang on a minute. You've purposely gone out your way to say, this is
Don't bring your
this is
medicine
a
in here.
No weed zone. No, we don't want any
But
drugs.
everyone's
This
doing
is a
lines off your
drug-free house.
toilet.
That was my point,
What?
and I was like, I've
Oh, a different type of
and
mindset.
but that's the thing. It's also, but it's just even that stigma around
Yeah.
it. Like, but people that listen, it's not weed. Cannabis is not a gateway drug.
Not
No.
at all.
No
And-
way.
and if
You made a great point on about alcohol.
Yeah,
being
alcohol
Yeah.
is a gateway
And
drug. You know what I mean?
alcohol is a
Everyone
gateway
gets
drug,
drunk
of
and then goes, do you want a line? Do you want a pill? Do you want this?
technically,
Oh,
if
yeah,
you
why
think
not?
about gateway drugs, every addict started on milk.
Yeah.
We all started on milk.
Yeah.
So just remove the milk.
Yeah.
If you because every baby comes out and we all start drinking milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether it's cow's milk, whether it's your mum's milk, whether it's we all get addicted to milk
Addicted to it.
Yeah.
because we cry
And
for
they
milk.
scream
But we
and
all-
cry the house
So that's
down.
the first
Like
gateway
an
to
absolute
addiction.
junkie.
Addicts from birth.
Like
So, yeah.
hungry, yeah, but also
in that way,
no, fair point.
in that way, I
Addicted to
think
titties.
oxygen,
Yeah.
oxygen is the real gateway drug.
I'm not a fan of oxygen myself.
Yes,
I'll
that's it.
do it, but I don't like
Don't they start charging us soon for it?
Society,
No.
man.
Yeah.
No, but talking about gateway
yeah, of
drugs,
course.
I think
It's Lazy Susans.
You know, I don't forget you often, like, shops don't sell them in
And not here either. So honestly, since Blazy brought them over, I've been
Yeah.
liking them.
I don't
Like
know.
They are
usually,
thin, yeah.
no, they are in thin paper. Lazy Susans are banging.
Yeah, because
And then you're rocking.
You're
Well,
gonna, you're gonna get used to this if you want to have your own podcast.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? He's pushing the mic over the other side.
These are the ones that I liked when he said therefore they support mental health.
Mental health.
Yeah.
The
And I
pink
said
ones
that-
are
that-
breast cancer.
Yeah, I said that is like that's such.
It's a
And
beautiful
I would now
movement.
rather purposely go out and
Just to support
and
mental
buy
health.
and buy this.
Yeah.
So do you want purples instead? hit them.
Yeah.
Rep it. No,
But
but it does.
do you know
Yeah,
what I
there
mean?
should
I
be a
would
box coming
rather-
to me as well, but
Go and
Like, I would
Nice.
rather go out and spend £2-3 on this, knowing that 50p or a pound of my money goes
Yeah.
towards
Yeah.
To where
a
it's
good
going.
support.
Instead of
because-
€2 going to the local shop, guys, you rich off.
Definitely.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
No, but they do a lot of work.
What's that for, sorry?
Just their purple papers.
You take that back.
Yeah, I'll give you
That's what you're saying, have it back.
Oh,
Yeah,
sweet.
I
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
100%.
wonderful.
Confused. Why are these in my hand?
Yeah, I was like, why did I get given these?
Take
But,
off.
For your mental health.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, cheers, man.
We all need a
That's,
packet.
that's what the medicine's here for.
Smoke it up
Yeah.
will help you.
Yeah, man.
No,
So
but
I-
it is. It's a beautiful combo.
But coming back on gateway drugs, I because I heard it last week or last episode, and I was thinking about a comment I once heard. I think it was Jolly Roger from Puffco make,
Yeah.
and the real gateway drug is the fucking government.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because really,
Whatever the money is.
no, because they treat it this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It that
Whatever they want in
that
your hands, they'll put it in.
that curiosity towards cocaine
But not
and
only that,
other
if there was
drugs,
a drug,
alcohol. That's the real gateway
but
drugs.
if there was a
Yeah.
if the government
create-
could choose a drug to help them keep the masses at bay, a drug that will make people happy when they're depressed, make them forget about their problems. If alcohol, like they couldn't have come up with a better drug
Yeah.
to keep the world just
Numb.
subdued
Yeah.
enough to
And
not
numb.
ask questions.
Numb.
That's
Yeah.
why in the
Yeah.
60s when people started smoking weed and taking mushrooms, suddenly like the hippie movement, everyone
They were
was
like, "What the
just going
fuck?"
through life.
Yeah.
As we were saying last week with the fucking in the war, they were taking meth and heroin
Yeah.
and
That was mental.
fucking and women were on
Everything,
Mother's Little Helpers and all these drugs.
They're
you know
all
what I
on
mean?
like-
speed running
Yeah,
around the
they're all
gap.
full-
It was even like Queen Victoria times. The biggest drug in London was opiates.
Yeah, the opium.
Opium.
Yeah, it's fucking heroin.
During
Like
the
opium,
Queen's time,
opium
like-
dens. Like there was an opium den on that road a few
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
20,
but that
50
was
years
a
ago or something.
big spot
Yeah, there was a
for-
cocaine factory somewhere in Amsterdam at
It's,
one
it's,
stage.
it's
you know
crazy,
what I mean?
but like that's sort of almost like looked upon as it's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's part of history.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
do you know
it.
what I mean? But like, no, you can't have something that will just make you just enjoy your day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know, like
But the LSD, the mushrooms, and the cannabis,
yeah.
the stuff
Open
that
people's
kind
mind. They
of
made them instead of being
That
just
stuff
drunk having the
got-
same conversation on repeat. They're
Whereas
suddenly
like
asking
cocaine
questions.
is across all of the fucking laws
See,
I- it's
and
a compl-
everything, and
I always like when I was growing up. I remember like, do you remember Grange Hill? Did you get Grange
I
Hill?
remember the show. I never really
Right,
watched it.
so we had Grange Hill, and I always remember this kid took LSD right on the Grange Hill, and he went up to the second floor
And jumped.
right,
Yeah.
and killed himself.
Yeah.
Right? Killed himself. It's TV.
Yeah, of course.
But
Oh, yeah.
and then I'm growing up as a kid going, oh no, I got offered LSD, and I was like, no, I
don't
don't
wanna jump off a
I don't wanna
roof.
jump off buildings. But then I go to do my own research, like
Yeah.
just sitting there,
Yeah.
you having a joint, going down the rabbit holes as you do.
Yeah.
And I go, hang on a minute, the first guy that discovered like acid, just basically took too much acid,
Yeah.
and just didn't die, and just saw the world as beautiful colours. I was
Yeah.
like, why haven't I taken acid?
I've been lied to my whole life.
When you start speaking to more people that have,
Tried this and
Yeah.
made the mistakes and
Like-
learned the lessons.
but even just like have stepped into it, the DMT, everything,
Yeah.
their minds are they're so different and so against this bollocks that we are supposed to live in on this like day to day like life. Whereas
Yeah.
like, I don't know, the cannabis, the trippy stuff, it's meant to be there.
Yeah.
It's grown,
Of
it's
course.
natural.
We have
it's,
CBD receptors for a reason.
Cannabinoid receptors all
Yeah.
over our body.
Yeah.
That's it. They're not there for no reason.
You put two and two together, don't you?
Yeah. And it's two different worlds. For me, it's not drugs. It's all plant medicine.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
It is.
It's
herbal
medicine.
Alcohol isn't even a drug. It's
Exactly.
it's ingredients put together until they've gone off and become poisonous, and now they'll give you a high. That's where it's fermented means like gone off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it goes off and becomes poisonous, and that's what alcohol is. A
'Cause
poison you've made from bad
Who was it?
vegetables
I
and
think
bad
one-
ingredients.
One of you mentioned it before with, was it Mila, with saying that she went to the doctors and she's never had a prescription.
No.
She's
Because-
nothing.
because
it's empty.
It's just empty because she's just used cannabis.
Yeah.
Literally,
And
she
she's
says
80 this year.
cannabis. She takes her multivitamins and she started taking her hair, nails, and skin
Yeah.
She
tablets.
said she's trying to cut down to tobacco herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
80
she
this year.
is phenomenal. But anyone that, like, I think, because, like, back home, if I did meet someone that smoked, they're in my age group.
Yeah.
Whereas since I've lived here, most of my mates are, like, 30 plus.
Yeah.
And then they're going 50, 60 plus.
Yeah.
They're all ages. And all the older people that have been blazing their entire life, even with the bit of backy,
Yeah.
they're fucking killing it.
There's
They're
no
savage.
problem.
They're still living. They're thinking of new creative ideas. They're not retiring.
And think of how
Like,
many people at
she's
home are on
retiring
death's door
at
from drink.
80,
That's
and
why.
only because she wants to sit back and look at all the things that
see her
she's done.
look back on her empire.
Not because
and
she's tired and worn out.
No,
No, she
she'll
can
still
still
be doing
keep
stuff.
going.
She'll-
Yeah,
that's why
she'll retire, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She'll be still on the scene the whole time, sessions
Yeah.
and guest judge and all this
Oh,
stuff, you know what I
yeah,
mean? Yeah, I don't know what happened there with the sound, but fuck it, we're back. What was I saying? Now I'm smoking this Chimango. That's the one you smoked last, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I've tried so far the pink Kush, the Zay and the Skywalker. Nothing's been like overly, you know what I mean? Like I've always said my taste buds are shit, but if it's dialed up loud enough for me to hear it, I can taste it. You know what I mean? And that's how I know a good strain, if I can taste it without paying attention
Just
to
quickly, that's the French cookies, right?
it. Did I have this one? No.
No, this one you opened.
Oh
Right,
yeah.
But again, to me, there's no taste on it.
No, but the smell was off on it as well. It wasn't
Mm.
the best.
But that's £6.50 a gram.
Yeah. Like I mean, disappointed if I got that. If I had got the pink, how much the pink and they're an extra €2.
So yeah, that's that's £8 a gram,
Yeah.
and that's $8.50 a gram.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, look, there's not much taste of it.
There's nothing to it.
There's a bit of a like most weed to me just tastes like smoke. If it tastes bad, it's bad, or like something I don't like, or else a bit off. It's in the don't smoke category.
Yeah, yeah.
If it tastes like smoke, it's just normal weed. And
Yeah.
then every now and again you get a strain that even when you're busy and doing like not paying attention, you can taste it every hit.
Yeah.
They're the ones I like. And again, I've got the fucking Bagheera special from fucking a few months ago. This fella took it all back to England with him.
Unfortunately, I did.
So that was what, €8 a gram when you bought 5 grams,
Yeah,
and
but-
that's one of the nicest strains I've had in the last
I
year.
bought more than 5 grams.
No, I'm saying if you bought 5 grams, it was €8,
5.
and that's one of the nicest strains I've had. And I've judged cups. I've fucking been given
Yeah.
stuff everywhere. I've been to sessions where they've given us weed, and that €8 weed was still one of the nicest strains I've had in the last year. So you don't need to spend €30 to get this
No.
taste.
But
Like, I mean,
do you think? I really do think the prices are coming down a bit.
I don't know.
think,
Some caddies
like-
are going back
I
up. I
think
Yeah,
think.
but see, it did go
pricing people out.
mental. Like about like a year or so ago, it was nuts.
Yeah.
Like Cali was 50 quid a gram, like everywhere. Like if you got it at 30, that was
Yeah.
a deal.
Well,
Whereas
I remember
like
Green
now
Place
I
was
think
25. Now they're back up to 30. So they were 25 for
Okay.
ages. Now they're back up to 30. Like I remember telling
Mix,
everyone,
yeah.
"Oh, Green Place, everything's 25." Went in one day, 30, 28 maybe. I was like, all right, they've changed. So,
I'm hoping.
but some places like Damprink 16.
Yeah, he's always.
I think
got
Pre to
decent-
Me is 20. Their Callies 18 or €20 max.
Yeah.
So there is places, but then there is still
And then
places
there's
that are
the
25,
spots
30.
that like don't do Cali menu, but will have Cali through the menu.
Yeah. Some of them places just get something nice and call it Cali just to cash in, you know what I mean?
You know
Like
what I mean?
it's
Yeah. Whereas I'd rather just all on the one menu.
Yeah.
There's some, you know what I mean? Because it's not all coming from
That's it,
Cali.
it's all weird,
It's
so
coming
let's just throw
from
it all on
over
and
America.
this is here, this is there.
Yeah.
But like even on the Damprink menu, it's just normal weed, and then at the top it just has more expensive weed. And if you ask,
Yeah.
they'll tell you that's Cali weed. You know,
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
presented as look at how special this is,
No,
because it's only
all
€1
of
or
his
two
stuff
more
is
than their
banging.
normal stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we have so many good.
So what's your menu look at the moment? How many medical or how many legal and how many illegal would you kind of have on the menu?
Legal at the moment, we have 5 different strains of weed, 1 of hash, and
Any edibles?
6 different joints.
Is
No.
there any
Oh, and
legal
6
edibles?
different
Yeah?
joints, all pure?
What?
what?
Herbal mix,
With tobacco.
With
Tobacco.
tobacco.
medical joints, or not?
They're not medical.
Sorry,
That's
I
the-
keep
that's
getting
the
confused.
biggest-
We-
that's
yeah.
the biggest
That's what I
difference.
just realised as I said it.
Yeah.
That one side's medical, the other side's illegal. So legal, yeah, I suppose legal with tobacco, but still a bit of a.
And does anyone know like what? Like were we talking about Marlboro Red?
Well, that's
I don't
that's
know-
the
I
main
don't-
thing. With
Dude, that's
that's why I've never bought a pre-roll because God, not only do we not trust the weed, God knows what the tobacco is as well. You know what I mean?
But I have
and
to,
how much of it is.
But I have to say, I also seen in other coffee shops that they have as well the same joints, but then with a tobacco substitute.
Okay, yeah, no, fuck that.
See,
But people ask for that sometimes.
that's what I'm worried it's with.
So I think it's all about the coffee shop. But the coffee shop
Yeah.
orders with the company they produce for the coffee shop.
Yeah.
I
so
think
they
it
can
works
tailor
like
their
that,
own
but I'm not
order.
sure. I'm not sure.
Because I
about it.
think like you're allowed, isn't it? You're allowed to sell like tobacco and weed joints, but they're on the basis that they're takeaway
Yeah,
joints.
that's it.
Yeah.
Because so many people ask, "I smoke this in here?"
No.
Especially even with like the hash and stuff, I don't think they could ever actually get rid of it
Yeah.
because of just the
No.
way hash
But
is
yeah,
rolled,
only
but-
when who was on a few weeks ago did I realise that so many, I think it was LeBlaze, that so many Dutch won't go to coffee shops now because they can't have their hash joint anymore.
yeah.
So I'd say in like rural areas it's killed the whole community down there because Dutch like their hash, you know what I mean?
even
So
if they had like
yeah.
a little hash room.
yeah,
At the
But
moment,
that's what they had for so long was these
Yeah.
glass boxes, and that's, I think it was during lockdown they got rid of them glass boxes.
I'd happily have my own little box in a coffee shop. Don't talk to me.
Yeah,
Oh,
Smoke
that'd
buds.
be wicked.
Yeah.
like a
Just
phone
like
box. I have to go
covering
in
the
here and just put money in
ventilation.
and just
Yeah.
sitting there. Soundproof glass, nobody can come near
Lights
you.
and all going.
Yeah.
Tunes. That'd be deadly.
It's the most antisocial social club in the
I
world.
know. I'm an introverted extrovert.
Yeah. I like going out, but don't
yeah,
talk
I
to
can
me when I
relate
get
to
there.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I do.
It is a
Sometimes
stoner
I'm
thing
like,
though, isn't
yeah.
it?
Oh, cool.
Let's all
Sometimes
meet
I
up,
like
but
to just
don't
sit in the
talk to me, you know what I
corner
mean?
and just like
yeah.
be a part of the furniture.
That's what when you were saying
Can I
earlier
just be
about
with you, but don't talk
posting
to
and
me?
all. Sometimes you feel bad. Sometimes I'm at a session like, fuck that thing. I'm just going to pretend I'm posting over here so that everyone leaves me alone. You know what I mean? Because I don't know, it's the, I don't mind chatting to people, you know, but when there's random people and you're just trying to do the same small talk, that bores
Yeah,
me. You know what I
yeah.
mean? I want to slag you. I want to abuse you. You know what I mean? I want to take the piss out of you straight away. But if I don't know you, I'm just like,
Yeah.
hi, where do you come from? Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice. You know what I mean? Just,
Yeah, just want to be on a friend's level
yeah,
straight
you know what
away.
I mean? I want to straight away
Yeah.
take the piss out of everything you're doing and stuff. You know what I mean? Because that's fun. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, now
when you meet new
friends.
people, you kind of have
Skip
to
the
keep going
polite
through the-
part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like sometimes I just do. I just start slagging people. Like, fuck it. If they like it, they like it. If they don't.
It's how we found a lot of our friends.
Yeah.
That's
We
how.
have to. It's
But
all
that's it.
love.
Do you
Wow.
pass the
Yeah.
test straight away? No, right? If you
Are
can't
you
take a
too
joke, you're not going to
sensitive?
last.
Yeah.
You know what I
That's
mean?
the thing. You sometimes you just got to be blunt.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Are you on our level? No, alright, fuck off. You know what I mean?
You're not
Don't even tell them to fuck off. They're going to want to fuck off soon. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Them guys are assholes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
That sounds like the best
I'm
guy.
sometimes like that with my colleagues as well.
Yeah,
so.
well.
Mhm.
Sorry.
People refer to you as the black sheep type thing.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the one. Oh, is he going to the party? Oh, I'm not going to the party. But yeah, well, that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to the party.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no.
What else are we going to smoke on? I want to try another one of them red bags.
Well, I rolled some illegal
Oh,
stuff.
we've got enough to smoke on and you're going black market.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
Can't lie.
I have to
You've
refresh the terps
only one hash option.
because I know what I can expect with this.
Headband, that was, no wait, headband was the sweet one, no?
No,
What, train wreck?
teach.
No,
Oh, headband was the one you hadn't smoked.
no, Trainwreck was the bit more sativa one.
Yeah. The Capri Sun was the two strains in one. I see what you mean now with the colour. One's
See,
light green,
that-
the other's dark green.
That
Like,
i-
it's a complete different flower.
Yeah.
I am disappointed that you can't get the hash on the UK medical.
Yeah, what's the crack with that? Is there any
I still
hash?
like the smell of the Capri
Uh,
Sun.
last I
Smoked
heard,
it.
there was a
Second.
so one of these. So this company, well, like this group here, Grow,
Yeah.
like the Grow project, they're doing a scheme where you could buy, like, purchase shares into the like the cannabis company, and it'd be
Okay.
the UK. It's basically billed as the first UK cannabis publicly owned like company.
wow.
Share,
Is that-
like
that-
stock market
In
kind
the,
of.
yeah, and so you could just buy shares. I invested like 30 quid,
Yeah.
and that gave me like a free appointment and all this stuff. They're talking about getting the live resin,
Oh,
the
yes.
live resin.
So it's more of like a concentrate.
So more
Yeah.
concentrated stuff rather than the actual hash. But and it got an email asking the questionnaire about like the pricing. What would I be happy with to pay? What's reasonable to
Free,
pay?
please.
That's cool.
Well, that's
No,
the-
but nice that they're coming to the people.
But they're coming to
Yeah.
the people, and then that it's good because even in the email, it's like if you are interested in working with cannabis, please like please sign up here and this. So they're trying to get people in. I think they're just trying to
just that there's normal
like,
jobs.
excuse the pun, but that's why I think they're called grow, because they're just trying to
Actually grow.
grow the
like,
community,
just
grow
grow
the whole.
community.
What better way than
Yeah.
actually get people that have already been involved with cannabis this
Yeah.
whole
Oh,
time?
yeah.
Instead of these people that have got some college degree in
Yeah.
horticulturist or
Yeah,
something,
'cause
walk in and talk about cannabis.
Yeah.
They don't know.
Their
You need
clinic-
to have grown and actually
Yeah,
done with
they have a clinic, and I think their clinic is Intragrow.
Sick.
Over in the
Another
UK.
thing I was going to get you to say, Gasman's always talking about, do you get a free consultation if you've got the...
So there is I think it's Curaleaf clinic and maybe Intragrow.
Yeah, if you're on the medical
if you-
card, or
if you're on like PIP.
I don't know what that means.
So in the UK, it's like personal independent payment.
Okay.
So if you've got like a disability or you can't work for some reason,
Okay, like kind of like the dole, social
bit like
welfare
the dole, but then they do also accept the ESA as well, which is the employment social whatever
Okay.
it is.
So if you're on any of these,
So if you're on any of these, they
They can
give you
help you,
sort of, they put you on like I think it's like the Grow Access Scheme. It's
Yeah.
called. So then you pay just to be on the scheme, but then you get discounted medicine. So where this would cost me say £6, it would cost someone else like Gasman £4.50.
oh nice.
Like they're giving
So they get a free
Nice.
consultation,
And they get free
then they don't
consultation.
would they still have to pay that monthly,
They still have
or
to-
the quarterly?
I don't know about
Okay.
that because I've not looked into it.
Yeah,
But
I'm sure if they do, it's
it's-
going to be
it's a pathway
subsidised or
my
something.
wife's going to go down because she's gets the PIP,
Okay,
the
yeah,
personal independent payment.
yeah,
She
Nice,
gets that, so
Yeah.
she can have the free consultation and
nice.
X,
Nice.
Y, Z.
And you're going to
That's-
document all this along
Yeah,
the
yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hence, like we've got the new camera now, which helps.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be.
But cool for you to just show people, especially from, like, we're all well and confident. We've smoked enough joints. If we had a
Yeah.
whitey today, we'd all be like, all right, okay, I
Oh,
can
yeah.
deal with
I'd
this.
laugh.
That's embarrassing.
But, yeah, you know what I mean? Whereas it's for yous, what yous are doing is really cool. You're showing people that if you've never smoked before, you were anti-cannabis, anything, here's how you can ease
Yeah.
yourself into it from start to
And,
finish.
and it helps everything.
Nice.
Like from
Yeah.
depression to just pain.
Yeah.
Just,
No,
just
to nausea.
anything, even hay fever, like
Yeah.
just any it helps you with anything.
One-stop shop.
Yeah.
It is though, because
Yeah.
I think the endocannabinoid system, the whole thing is balance.
Mm.
So it kind of whatever's up, it'll like lower back down. If
Yeah.
it's down, it's meant to, like, even with inflammation, everything, it's meant to like neutralize
Yeah,
it.
it
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
fills in
Yeah.
any cracks or gaps,
Yeah.
and whatever's broken, it goes right. I'll go over here. If
It's
it's
just
not, I'll keep
like
going. I'll find next broken
literally-
Like
part.
liquid
Yeah.
cement, like liquid cement. That's
Literally.
just
Yeah,
literally
that's
just
it.
how it flows through.
Just
It
flows
is,
to your
and if
body
you
and
have
fixes
the-
everything that's broken.
The right strain.
Yeah,
then
well, that's
beautiful.
why
Yeah.
I do personally recommend having the sort of the follow up appointments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even that they do cost, and people do. I know people do get the prescription and go, yeah, I've got my prescription
I can
now.
smoke.
I'm not going back. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm covered.
Yeah.
I've got my prescription. X, Y, Z. But I do recommend going back because one, it is good to talk for mental health. It is,
Yeah.
and anything, it's good to talk, and it's good that you get put on the right strain.
Yeah,
Because
big time.
if you are having a bad time on your strain, tell the doctor that strain isn't working. It's too
Yeah.
strong. It's too heavy. It's too.
Or even you mightn't
Yeah.
realise thinking
Because-
it's something else, and they're like, "Oh, actually, I've heard from a couple of
Yeah.
patients this has
This
been
is
the
this.
case."
Yeah, it's and it helps. And also you got to understand, it's been around since 2018 in the UK.
Yeah.
So even the doctors ain't that educated on it.
No.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to say I know more than a doctor,
No,
but
but
I
you've
know
consumed
more. I know more
Yeah.
about a strain and
Yeah.
and X, Y,
Yeah.
Z about than
You know
a
more about
GP.
some things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
no, big time.
I know, but there seems to be that there's no bridge between the cannabis community
Yeah.
and the GPs. You might get the odd GP that smokes cannabis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's in it, but
Or let's educate
but
themselves.
yeah, but out
Yeah.
out out of sort of say. Well, I don't know how many people in Britain, but even if you said 1 million people in Britain could benefit
Or
from
there's
cannabis,
60
Yeah.
odd million.
well,
isn't it?
60 odd million. If you said 1 million people could benefit from cannabis, just well, everyone could benefit from cannabis.
Yeah.
But
It's a ripple on
but
effect.
you're only going to
though.
get say
Yeah.
1,000 doctors, and
Yeah.
who are not going to be able to find these people.
that all
So-
consume cannabis or
and
have
then
a knowledge
and
in
then
cannabis.
exactly.
Yeah.
So then you get to a point where there's You need to rely on the people. I'm not saying myself, but people like myself
No,
and
but
like us who
always,
have been through
yeah.
the bad strains, who have been through the good strains, who have
Yeah.
whiteyed, who have sat there the nights and smoked a sativa at 2 a.m. instead of an indica and sat there and gone, why am I sitting here awake? Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because I've had them nights, but
Yeah.
I had them nights when I was 19, 20.
Because you didn't know knowledge,
'Cause
you're learning
Because
still.
I was
Yeah.
still into it.
And that's-
Now the knowledge is available, but again, you have to go looking for it.
Yeah.
It's not regularly just available
Just
out there.
There's someone speaking on it,
No.
and it's not.
Dogs.
No, but literally, and it's not just off the side of a box. You're actually having someone's personal opinion
Yeah,
on
but
it.
like,
you feel
so-
more
Oh,
comfortable.
no,
I think,
100%.
when you've
Just
had
the
it.
information you get on the side of the box, it's not that much. It just says gelato, 10 grams, recommended this percentage, and vape it. That's all you
Yeah.
get. And the
So
doctor
it's
goes. So the doctor goes. So how do you feel? And you go, I'm a bit anxious. Okay, well I recommend, I don't know, pink Kush.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
an indica, and it's just going to knock someone out because it's
Yeah.
it's a 20% the pink Kush, but if you've not smoked before, that's going to just
It's going to be a
it's
heavy
going to be a
hitter.
heavy
Yeah.
hitter.
And then you're just stood there, you're like,
But like,
not
like I
good
said,
shit.
there's no connection.
Yeah,
And that's the bit I'm worried about. That's why I feel like you need somewhere where people can just go and sit in a coffee shop
yeah.
and just go, do you know what would you recommend? The doctor said this to me, but how long have you been smoking for, and how long you smoked for? What do you
Yeah.
Literally.
No,
and
for sure.
even that being like, I was smoking it for 3 weeks. I think 3 weeks was too long.
Yeah.
I should have switched it up after that.
Yeah.
That kind of knowledge, especially from the doctors, it's great they're prescribing it, but if you haven't consumed it, you're not going to fully
No,
feel.
exactly. And it's all good. People will say, oh, there's a Reddit, there's Twitter, there's this, there's that, but
No,
You-
it's
I'm
hard
not
to
that kind
of
it's hard to
person.
figure out what they're trying to say.
You
and,
need-
you know
you
what I mean?
need this-
I don't read
I'd
shit.
prefer
you
coming
need
from
this.
Yeah.
You need
yeah.
this connection of sitting around a table and going.
Real life reviews.
Yeah,
like.
you just need people.
Yeah.
Speaking of reviews, that Cabernet Sauvignon weird. The one that you said the two different colours.
Yeah.
so
And did you
strange.
mix the buds?
No, I only picked the dark ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you was meant to mix them.
No, I don't know, but there's just a weird aftertaste.
Oh, it's like the tropical Capri Sun. It's a few fruits in there.
Yeah, literally, I go, that's weird. Like, I'll keep smoking it. I'm like, no.
Give us a two. No, even the ashes.
Yeah,
Man.
pass it over.
Oh, sorry, I forgot you.
She doesn't really smoke weed, but she remembers how to.
Yeah, no, it's more just like I just love ash.
But I think talking about getting the medicine you
Yeah.
need, that's why it's so important that with legalization comes legalization for home growing.
Yeah, no, that's the main
Yeah.
thing.
Because
It's beautiful.
Try if you want.
next to that should be of
No.
course small business licenses, so there could be craft
Do you
cannabis
think
in the
that would
market.
come from this
Bit
experiment?
like that.
No.
Let's hope so.
Yeah,
That's
see,
the only thing, because I
There's
think
no
I think
talk
it's
on
the
it.
no, I think it's the same as Patrick as well
Yeah.
stated in the podcast, that for now it's good that we're busy with legal marijuana,
Yeah.
and the next step, let's hope
Yeah,
that it will be
no,
like
that's it.
regulating
Like,
it
Legalized.
do you ever
for
hear about
everybody.
People
Yeah.
that have.
If we could all just grow 1 to 2 plants,
Yeah,
that's more than enough for
Oh,
everyone to
100%.
keep you
To be-
floating.
I'm greedy. I want 4.
yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Just in case 2 become mad. Because what?
But that's
I
also
think-
knowledge.
Yeah.
I'd say most growers probably, if they hear me saying 1 to 2 plants,
Like
laugh
that-
at me
yeah,
as
like,
well.
no, you need
because
at
I
least this
haven't.
because, or even to
Because
have
of them
2
things.
half grown
So if you
and 2 on the
could-
next stage. You know what I
Well,
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
like
stagger
and
them
then
out.
you'd want to stagger it out.
Well,
Yeah.
don't-
In that
don't-
way, if each person could have that,
Yeah,
banging.
with
Happy.
with
Yeah.
sea of green method, you can have a lot from only one plant.
But that's what I mean.
And
but who's
what's
to
that?
say?
The breaking thing.
Yeah.
I remember Craig telling us that before. You
Yeah.
literally get one of the stems, break it, put it on a mesh, and it starts growing outwards
Yeah,
and then upwards.
It's called sprogging.
He said sea of
sea
green.
of green, sea of
Yeah,
green.
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
that's
I-
rock.
we
But,
Everyone
it's
has their own
but
name.
if you know where to grow, fair dues, no one's to say you can't grow to a well level.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
but-
If you're allowed to plant, some
But
might
that's
get
why I-
one
Yeah,
or two
you-
ounces,
my
some
plants
might
are
get
very
a lot.
big, so much.
But that's why I think in legalization, what they should do, they shouldn't say you can have 5 plants. They should
Yeah.
they should say you can have 4 square meters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's-
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I just don't know why they can't go just put it in the same pot as the tomatoes.
Yeah, you
Just
know what I
let
mean?
it grow next to your tomatoes.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
It grows.
I remember
no
when I
Same
was-
with
You're
your grown
same
something,
with-
you're grown
same with
something, you know
alcohol.
what I mean?
Same with alcohol. You can brew
You can brew
like
at your
up
house.
to so
Yeah.
many liters
Yeah.
of
You can have wine,
booze.
beer.
Yeah,
Why can't I just put it
just
in
have
the
a
pot?
few plants with
I will
me.
literally,
Yeah.
because
Exactly.
especially
But see,
this
it's
time of year.
because they have the money on it with the bars and stuff.
Yeah,
Whereas
yeah, microbreweries aren't going to ever take over Heineken or fucking Guinness
no,
or
it's
No,
too
that's-
much
and
of
that's-
a madness
Yeah.
to even
No,
start
and that will
brewing
be-
your bathtub and all is
Oh,
getting
stop.
used.
And that will be the same with medicinal cannabis for
Yeah.
people that
Yeah, there'll be
don't
the
really
mainstream.
don't
and then there'll
really
be
care
the,
about what they're smoking.
Yeah.
But we use it as a medicine, and we love how
Yeah.
it
Well,
how it tastes
Yeah.
and how it
Yeah.
smells.
See, before the medicine, I'll be totally honest with you. I've always grown up with make a phone call. Have you got this?
Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much. Turn up. There's the money. See you later.
Yeah, mine wasn't.
Like,
Mine wasn't even to have this. It's just do you have weed?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
that
there's
was it.
weed.
I
you know
want
what I mean?
what time you home?
Yeah,
that was it.
I
didn't-
just sent a text. Are you around?
And it was-
around.
it
Yeah,
was-
it drops over half.
it was the
ounce, you know what I mean?
same.
That
It was
it.
the same thing for maybe I don't know 15 years. Same bud, same strain.
Yeah,
15 years.
Shit haze for us.
Well, yeah, but
You was probably in
and then
Stardog
all of
or
a sudden the line gets savaged by the police, and then I find flavors for the first time in my
Yeah.
life. I find flavors.
You're like the Dutch people here. They found their strain and stuck with it,
Yeah.
and suddenly one day that strain ends. Then they'll find everything else.
And
you
now,
know what I
but,
mean?
but
It's-
now I've found my strains again.
yeah,
So, but if that was me, if I was allowed to legally grow it,
yeah,
I'd still be having that strain I had
yeah.
years
You know what I
ago.
mean?
Yeah.
Just a couple
It's
of
like you pick
cuttings and
your
then-
brand of cigarettes and you stick with them for life. You know, like
Yeah.
this week I'm
Literally.
gonna smoke this. You know what I mean?
But again, I just don't see why it grows out of soil. It uses
Yeah.
sunlight and it lives
It's a
off water.
weed.
But I,
It literally is a weed.
Well, and
You can
even
grow
when it
anywhere.
doesn't get sunlight, when you would like to do it indoor, like
Well, I did mine under UV light, like
Well,
indoor vegetation.
I,
Like.
for example, in Tilburg, the city where I work where I work in, they used to have. I'm not sure if it's still running, but they used at least have this program for medicinal patients. They can grow up to, I believe, 5 plants under so many watts of light
Yeah.
indoor to proceed to grow their own
Can I ask
medicine
again where?
in Tilburg.
In Tilburg.
Yeah. There is this patient group. It's called PGMC, Patient Group Medicinal Cannabis.
Yeah.
That's in Tilburg. They fixed that with the municipality.
that's crazy. I didn't know that.
So it
So
is
there
possible.
some medicinal
but
lines
yeah.
in Holland. I didn't realize that they
Yeah.
actually had that.
And I
line.
was just thinking, by the time this comes out, will be in April, so Germany will be legal by the time this
Yeah.
comes out.
Yoo-hoo! Come on, Germany!
We'll have to do
Ah,
a thing.
but
But another
this
thing,
is-
I've just got a warning here saying my memory's running low, so I better think we wrap this up before we
Yeah,
get
yeah,
cut
that's all
off
good,
and can't
brother.
talk. Unfortunately, we can't keep smoking forever. But thank you so much to Budtenderontour and Saucywhiffs.
Thank you very much.
Check
Yeah,
out Saucywhiffs on
legends.
YouTube for the reviews on the English medical cannabis.
Yeah, man.
You've done a review on how to sign up
Yeah,
as well.
That video should be going out. Like,
By the time this is
yeah,
up, that'll be
already
out.
up,
So
yeah,
you'll
yeah.
probably have a few more by the time this
Yeah,
goes
yeah.
out. So yeah, check out Saucywhiffs for reviews on the English medical. Big thanks to the fairy as always. She's just wrestling with the dog here.
Yeah, Kush
If you're
puppy.
still watching, thanks and like and subscribe and all that bullshit. And cheers, nice and boys.
Cheerios.
Legends,
Thank
thank
you.
yous.